Hello and welcome!
Hello.
We are Small and Mighty, and today we're going to be playing some D&D. How are you all doing, everyone? Are you all excited to play today?
Yes.
Oh yeah! Oh
I have my
yeah!
coffee.
Yeah, good. So you'll probably notice we are unfortunately missing Brian today. He has just moved house and currently has no internet, so not able to join us. So this session I will be piloting Brass with probably some help from the rest of the players, but it's not a problem, and he will hopefully be back with us next time. Just before we begin, I just want to talk about next time. So in 2 weeks' time, where we'd normally stream, we're actually going to take a week off, just to sort some stuff out between us, which is fine. And then so we'll be back in 4 weeks' time, which I think is the 4th of July. Probably should have looked this up before I started talking.
Yep, it is the
4th of July. I was right. Should have trusted my instincts.
Which is also my birthday.
We're gonna have a special birthday episode for Chad
Nice.
and Will. I've got to make a plan then. I didn't know that. Yeah, so we're gonna
You
then.
didn't know my birthday, Adam. You did
Oh.
what?
Fake fan.
How? Oh, goodness.
So yes, we're gonna be online in 2 weeks' time, which is fine. We might try and put something up in place, some sort of pre-recorded thing, but don't hold us to that because I don't necessarily know we're gonna get that done. But maybe. But at the very least, we'll be back again on the 4th of July, definitely. But yes, talking about today, so we, as always, going to play for about 2 to 3 hours with a short break, roughly about an hour in. But yeah, okay. So let's do a recap of last session. So, Small and Mighty, the brand new Small and Mighty. You are on a quest to save a missing dog and a missing gnome. On the trail to find the missing dog, you have found your way to an abandoned brewery. Pebble, with his ability to speak to animals, has found that the dog had tracked the missing gnome, the dog's father, owner, to this brewery, and is convinced that the gnome is inside. Small and Mighty have taken it upon themselves to look inside the brewery to try and find this missing gnome, and you didn't make it so far inside the brewery yet, but very quickly, in exploring this place, you have run into this group of rat-like humanoid creatures, which I don't think any of you actually checked, but they're called the Nervim. They attempted to trap you with nets, but you valiantly fought them off. And that's really where we pick up. If you haven't already, I can get the map up, although I should have probably loaded that myself.
Alright.
I was being smart.
Everyone kind of had a big heart-to-heart moment at the end.
It did indeed.
Yeah,
It was,
we did. Oh,
I mean, you say everyone, Chad was not involved in that.
Yeah, apart from Chad. Chad was in a different room and feels a little bit left out. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think we leave it. Chad came back in and was like, all right, come on, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Chop,
Chad
chop.
came back in and ruined it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course.
Yes, that is where you pick up. So yeah, finally was just giving a bit of a reassurance to both Christina and Pebble that she would help them learn to control their powers more, as they are both struggling with their magic, and Lethalia does not seem to have those same struggles. Yeah, we pick up there. So what would you like to do?
Chad's gonna sort of carry on and be like, yeah. So, hi guys. Obviously we are in the middle of a this is a hostile zone. Yeah, there's no time for us to all have our little heart-to-hearts here. There's a very suspicious looking staircase going downstairs in that room there. So I reckon that's probably where we should be looking, guys. Yeah.
Well, have we should we not sweep this floor just to make sure nobody is here trapped or anything?
Do you have a broom?
Well, I mean, not. I mean, shall we look in every room on this floor first before?
Oh right, yeah, that does make a lot more sense. Yeah, can do. There's that. I don't think we've seen anyone go into that room. Chad's going to point to the door next to the dead corpse of number 2, which I think is that the one that just burnt to a crisp.
This one down here.
Yes.
Yeah. So both, number 2 and 3, both were burnt to a crisp by Christina, unfortunately. But
Chris.
I mean, unfortunately for her, maybe not for the rest of the group. But yes, you haven't been in that door. You should hopefully see them on the map. The map is as clear as I hoped, but you should see there's quite a few doors. It actually is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doors leading out the room you're currently in.
Ooh.
So much to explore. So much to do, so much to see. Oops.
The rooms are all fairly close together, right?
The rooms are, yes, very close together.
Tali was just maybe we could just break off into a couple of groups, and if one of us needs help, we just shout, and we won't be too far away.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, we don't know if all the doors work. Just some of the doors we found have just been blocked. We could just at least try every door, and then see what we can get through.
Yeah. In that case, Chad is going to before doing that. Chad's going to just kind of like. Did Chad figure out that the door in B9? Chad unblocked that, but did
You
they
unblocked that
actually?
door.
But didn't that actually? They open it to see what was on the other side.
You did not, so you can go sort that out.
Right. So Chad's going to do like, yeah. I just want to make sure that if there's anything downstairs, that it can't sneak out behind us. There's another door in this room here.
Yeah, so you're going to open that door. So if you move your tokens to the doors you intend to open, or the groups you
Right.
intend to move around in, that's a good starting place, and it'll give me a little clue about which part of my notes I'm reading.
Roll20 hates me.
That's fine, I can
Tali
move
might
is
it.
need
gonna
to-
go
It
to
is not
this.
too, but that's fine.
Tali will probably tell Brask to go and keep Chad company. So
Yep,
that,
Brask will do that.
Chad's not yes.
Brask is going to do that, it's fine. You do see that Brask is currently playing a little bit of mother hen with his brand new hive of bees. He's a little
Yeah.
bit distracted. But yes, Chad, as you walk into the room to go check the door, you do see Brask sort of stumbling with you with his bag of bees. He's saying stuff into him in Draconic, which I don't think you speak, so you're not sure what he's saying, but he seems to be talking to the bees now.
I'm just going to muster to himself like, okay, yeah, the big lizard guy is talking to the bees. All right, good. This is all absolutely fine and normal.
Great.
Cool. So if I were going to that door, that's fine. Pebble, you going to a door, or are you sticking with a fire?
No, I think I feel like reinvigorated by the pep talk.
Mhm.
I'm gonna. I don't know if this is showing. Oh no, it's showing whenever I. Oh, God.
Just for me on my Roll20.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in the Roll20 that I'm streaming. It's very weird. But that's no, it's good. So I'm going to that. door.
Okay. You're going to that door. Okay. Christina, do you want to try and open the door yourself, or do you want to follow someone around?
I'm gonna have a little sweep of B1 and check out that little door.
You got to go into B1.
Yeah.
So you'll head down into B1. That's fine. Okay. So I'll re-explain B1 since that's information I did explain last week. So you see this kind of dusty and dim storefront. It would have been where once the Black Mountain Ale would have been sold. There's a few bottles still lining the wooden shelves that stand in the center of this room. There is also a wooden counter upon which is a mechanical cash register. So sort of what would be kind of center of the wooden desk. Other than that, there is at the very sort of south of the building, where this kind of thin black line is on the map, that is a glass window. You can just see straight out into the street. And then there is what appears to be like a wooden door with like a little window in it towards sort of the southeast of the room. But apart from the bottles and the shelves and the cash register, there's nothing too noticeable about this room.
Get creepy, I'll come back.
So you want to make your way back, that's fine. We'll start with Chad. So you've moved all the mountains of boxes from this door, and then you're gonna try and open it.
Yes.
This door opens. You are under the impression that this door would have probably been blocked off mostly by the boxes. And what you basically see is nothing super exciting. It just opens up a doorway into essentially the outer courtyard.
Right.
So it just takes you straight outside of the building into like the alleyways around the building.
Can I just step outside for a second and just have a little perception check just to see if I can, if anyone's like running away, or I don't think anyone would be,
Yeah,
but just
no.
in case anyone's like escaped through there.
Roll me a perception check.
That is a 14.
14. Okay. Let me just have a little think. Just while I think about it, because I forgot to mention at the top of this. The inspiration token this week, Verity, Christina has the inspiration token. So just as a reminder, you can use that on any any d20 roll, you can choose to automatically get a natural 20. But Chad, with a 14, you don't hear the sounds of anything running away. Again, you can kind of hear little bits of sounds of like the hustle and bustle of the city. Again, you can hear the sounds of people walking and like carts going, but they're quite far away. The area you're currently in was a bit of a sort of a rundown, abandoned sort of factory kind of district.
Yeah.
And there's some of these very old buildings. Like in your times in Downward, you've seen much more like modern factories kind of turn up, proper like industrial factories. And this appears to be almost like older crafting places that have almost probably gone out of business, or at least have moved to the more modern factories. The one thing you do hear with a 14, and you can't quite place where it's coming from, you hear what sounds to be like maybe the grinding of gears, or maybe the moving of chains.
Okay, and that's just
maybe
Sorry,
it's
go ahead.
coming. You don't think it's coming from out in the streets. You think maybe it's coming from back inside the building. You
Okay.
can sort of hear it from where you are.
In that case, just before can I just move up one just so I can just see across?
Yeah.
Across there, and then I'm gonna go back
yeah.
inside. And cool.
What I'll also say for the player's sake, where I've cut off the shadow there is like a chain fence that leads up into other buildings. And it's also the division between the ground floor and the upper floor in terms of the map. So, in theory, you could see beyond this line here. It's not important for this map.
Yeah.
Lovely. In that case, I'm going to head back inside.
Yeah.
Relay that to Brask and just ask him to guard that door, basically. As I'm just going to head back into the B6.
Yeah. You watch as Brass basically just like sits down, gets the door, and just continues talking to the bees and Draconic.
Some quality time with his new friends.
Yeah.
Just
to
for a
teach them
second.
Draconic, you know.
Yeah. So while that was happening, Atharna, you're going into this room down below.
Indeed.
This door is not locked.
Okay,
In fact,
I'm gonna
it doesn't even have like a key lock or anything. It just seems to almost like if you push it, it almost like swings. It's not even like a latch or anything on it.
Okay, can we push it slowly?
Yeah. Okay. Make me a stealth check. See how slowly and quietly you can make this.
Oh, yeah, I can do those. 11.
11. Okay. Unfortunately, as you're pushing this door, it ends up being quite a squeaky door. There's gonna have like. However, to your relief, there doesn't seem to be much in this room. You instead find what is very clearly a barrel storage room. You see just rows full of barrels, just kind of stacked up. Where on the map here, they're obviously in the row, but they're going up as well. There seems to be like these kind of racks of barrels. All of them stamped and with the Black Mountain Brewery brand on them.
Do they all look sealed?
Roll me investigation check. You would also notice that there is a door to the sort of west of the room.
That is a 3 on my investigation check.
It's hard to see the way this kind of stacked up and packed in. It's hard to kind of see beyond these kind of first like few rows of them. They seem to be sealed, and as far as the ones behind them, you can't really tell. You would assume probably if that far back, but you don't know.
Okay, that's fine. What is in this door to the side? I can just like poke
Yeah,
my
so you're going to kind of
hand
squeeze it. It is awkwardly.
Yeah.
The door is kind of blocked in such a way that the barrels are half in front of it, but this door is also unlocked. Sorry, this door technically has been barred by the barrels, but you can easily move them out of the way. It seems as if this was being blocked from this side to prevent anything coming through.
Okay.
But going that way, you find another room. This is clearly a barrel maker's workshop. You see strips of iron and wood lying in neat piles on the floor against this workshop. The walls are lined with tools, and there's 2 work tables on the wall. And you can see that beer barrels are made here. You can see the strips of wood, like kind of curved iron bands, all that kind of thing.
Does anything look kind of out of place or like something of interest? Because the door south in this room was also barred, and so was this one, and it's a little bit suspicious. So is there anything that looks?
Roll me an investigation check.
Another one. We'll try again.
Yeah. You can see the door on the south is where it's been propped, like something has been propped up and underneath the handle to kind of hold it in place. So this is also barred from the inside.
We've got a 19 on this one.
19, okay.
Yeah.
Looking around, nothing in particular seems out of place. So there's lots of tools, but they all seem very dusty. The most, if I can tell, like the most recently interacted with thing in this room is probably this like wooden slat that's been put up against the door to bar it. But from the layout of the room and the kind of way it's been sort of put together, you get the impression this room was simply barred to stop anyone from trying to walk in.
Okay.
You think that the way possibly these Nervum or maybe someone else has set this place up, they've just basically tried to lock down as many of the entrances and exits to kind of control the way in and out of this place, or to kind of reinforce the visage of this place being completely abandoned. One thing you do notice, though, looking around, is that that the tools themselves, a lot of them are pretty good quality tools. You could probably, if you wanted to, take them, maybe pawn them to the sliver of silver for some money.
Yeah, let's do
They
that.
seem left behind and long abandoned.
Let's do that. I like that.
If you want to add to your inventory, that you have a set of woodcarver's tools.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Tali is going to leave that door barred, like the one to the exit, just so no one can surprise us.
Yeah. You'd be aware that the way it's barred is that obviously prevent anyone from entering the building, but if someone wants to get out, it doesn't really stop them that much. They just move the bar and get out. Again, you get the impression this has all been set up that in the case of a quick getaway, a lot of these can be removed, but they'll stop people from coming in.
That's fine. Just so because she's probably gonna like gather some tools, sort of wrap up in here. She's gonna head back to like the main room. When she's in B4, they're gonna call out just to see if there's anybody in a barrel. Who knows? Someone's hiding.
Yeah, it's good.
Always gotta check for helpless civilians.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a B down here next to this door, so you know it's barred.
Nice.
Might do this for the rest of the doors as we go around.
Bees. Sorry.
Once
More
escaped
bees.
from
More
Rask.
bees.
Yeah, what's happening? So that door's barred. So you call out in B4, asking if anyone's there or anything. You get no response.
That's fine.
That's cool.
That's either a really good or a really bad sign.
Yeah. We're gonna go with good because Tali is an optimist.
Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, I like that.
Gonna add some more bees to the doors, which we last time discussed being barred.
You're barred, doors.
Doors
Doesn't
are
quite work, does it?
birds, and they sing.
But yes,
No,
you
sorry.
explore your rooms, and I guess you probably converge back in that sort of central chamber again.
Cool, cool.
This brewery sure has a lot of bars, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you anyway. Goodbye.
Wow. Yeah. Cool.
What do? You all sort of
Has
converge
Pebble
in that
done
main room.
his exploration?
Oh, Pot, sorry, I completely forgot about
yeah.
you.
I forgot myself that as well.
So you're going to that. Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
wanted that.
Oh no.
That door.
Don't say that.
Oh wow, that's in the Pebble. No,
Oops.
that door is. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh,
Insta
that's-
kill
It's
chamber.
gone.
That's
The
even
door's
darker.
A door opens up.
Ooh.
No resistance. You find you almost greeted almost immediately by another door, but this room appears to be almost like a cloak storage room. You see hooks lining the walls of this room with hanging what would have been like coats and stuff, but there's only a single leather raincoat. There are shelves on the wall that hold pairs of stained leather shoes.
Okay. That's kind of cool. Would Pebble know what's, how do I do the pin thingy? Sorry.
If you go to the top thing, the arrow, like the cursor arrow, and you can select a move, you can just click on the map and it'll ping.
It doesn't follow me though. Oh, it's alright.
Oh.
It's fine. Can I know what's here? So would I know what's there to the east? Would I know
This
that
door
that's
here.
like the end of the building, or well? I can
Yeah, you
explore,
probably have a good
I can-
sense.
I
I
can
think
try. Can try exploring.
You probably have a good sense. Like you did kind of walk around the building on your way here. You would probably recognize that this is a door leading out. You might feel a bit of a breeze.
Would Pebble like to open it?
You try and open it. This door is locked.
All right.
This one is not barred though. This one actually is locked.
Fair.
I can't remember if I said this last time, but when you were searching that the Nervim inventor, the one with all the bottles and stuff, did I mention that either you found a key on it?
No.
No.
Chad has a bottle of napalm or something.
What?
Yes. You
What's
have
happening?
Alchemist's fire.
Yeah.
It just says fire, and I think I remember what I was saying. But
Fantastic.
well, I should have said one of you found a key, so we can say Pebble has a key, and there's a locked door in front of you.
I mean, obviously Pebble's gonna try.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Surprise, surprise! That unlocks the door.
Wow. And
That would have
Pebble-
been if it didn't unlock that door. That would have been a real.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you have a locked door, a locked key, but it doesn't work on this door. Ha ha ha!
It's a lock. It's a key for a different building.
Yes.
Good luck trying to find which building it is in this entire city.
The door you're looking for is another castle.
I like
Yeah,
the Athalia's Resident Evil peep through before
You're
opening
gonna peek
it.
through the
Yeah.
door.
I'm gonna beep.
Yep. Having a little look outside, you just see kind of the alleyway that you saw leading up. This black thing on the right to the east is another building. So there's just an
Right.
alleyway here between that and the building.
Okay. And we're not interested in that building. Okay. I'm gonna... I don't know. What would Pebble do? Well, obviously, I'm gonna try to figure out if there's any trace of the daddy.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Yay. Investigate. Ooh, 14.
14. Okay, so looking around here, you start to see on the ground, which is like kind of like a gravelly kind of sort of floor. There's not like where down here where like this would almost be leaning towards the road, a bit more cobblestone. This is just like gravel.
Okay.
You do see what appears to be a series of footprints, like all over the place, kind of loose footprints. But you see what appears to be almost like a set of drag marks, like 2 feet being dragged, and it leads into the building.
It leads into here. How can I do the pingy thing? It doesn't do it for me.
Press and hold the
Hey.
left. Press and hold it.
Okay, you did it.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That's mine. It's because we have such similar colors. But anyway, mine is this color.
No, it's fine.
So
But yes.
does it lead here or does it lead like here or something?
No, it
like
leads
more
into
exotic?
B5, the room
Alright.
you've just come out of.
Fair. And where does it come from?
It just needs to come from down in the cobblestone street.
Oh, right. So you mean like it comes around here, right? Or
Kind of more like over here
over where? Sorry.
and here.
Oh, right there. I mean, well, the audience didn't see it, but yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's do it this way.
Over
Hold on, I can do it this way.
there. It's okay.
So you think it's coming in more like this kind of direction?
Yeah. Oh shit! I have to focus the. Yeah. Fair. Now they are seeing it properly.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So Pebble wouldn't have any interest on looking around here, I would say. Unless. Nah, I think I'm coming back.
Okay.
And I'm locking the door again.
Yeah, look
Okay,
again. Okay.
Yes.
I'll bring back the
I'm coming
the
back.
L.
Yes.
That door is locked.
The gravel is locked.
Yes.
Right. And we're there. And I think
You'll-
that's my turn done. But next time I'm gonna move here.
Sure.
Right,
You'll
so
converge back in the main room again.
Yeah.
Past
Charlie-
Grass, who's guarding that door.
I guess we'll be like, Pebble, Christina, do you want to check the other room, that side, and me and Chad can check this door?
Yeah.
Good.
Move out.
Roll out.
Efficient, yeah.
So you're going. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Because Tali, you meant this door, right? Whoops, this door. All right. Cool. I'm excited because I can see like a weird red square around here, and I don't know what that means. The little red bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's probably the B7 or B.
Can I ask a slightly metagamey question, which can be not answered if that's played? Did Pebble see what size the leather coat and shoes were? Did they look like they were gnome sized,
I mean,
or if they were?
Here's the thing. So let's put it this way. Would Pebble ever mention that he saw a leather coat in those rooms?
Yeah, but he would have like casually said, "Oh yeah, there's some, leather garments, coats, whatever," and he wouldn't have clocked in because because the Mervins are basically the same stature as the gnomes, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, these ones are.
It's like not much, importance.
They might be a little bit taller than gnomes, but they're
I'm
not
not sure if they would take the time to undress their hostage.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't
take
have-
those guys to the map now.
I wouldn't.
Depends. I've never dealt with these particular rodents before. They might be into all sorts of things.
Mm,
Just
Okay.
saying. I'm just saying.
okay,
Just
I'm
saying.
Well,
coming
Maybe
back.
they wanted the dad to be comfortable. That's
Thank you for your
I'm
great
gonna-
idea, Chad.
Can I quickly browse?
you're welcome. Yeah.
Just to-
Anytime.
Just to keep Chad, just to shut Chad up. Can I quickly browse the leather jackets and the pockets and see what I can find?
Yep. Roll me a d6.
Right.
I thought when Chad was asking, or Will was asking about the coats, that Chad was gonna get some, some new clothing, some fashionable.
Right.
Good day.
I rolled 5.
5. Okay, so in one of the pockets you find 5 seps, so 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
You can add on D&D
that
Beyond.
too. Yeah, I just have to figure out where.
If
'cause
you
I-
can't find it, I can add it for you. You go to equipment, and click on the currency bit. You should be able
Right,
to
there
type
we
in
go.
5 silver and add.
Fantastic.
You also find what appears to be a silver snuff box.
What's that? Question
It's like a
from
box full of like
Spanish
tobacco. I think it's what
right.
a snuff box is, isn't it?
Cool.
You're
Well,
suddenly questioning what a snuff box is.
Pavel
That's-
wouldn't
that's
be
just-
interested in that.
I'll Google it for you.
Yeah, okay, let me just Google it.
Chad saying that. Like...
I wrote it down in my notes and then had no idea.
Yes.
What, I'm like, what
Smokeless
actually is that?
tobacco.
Yes,
Smokeless tobacco. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
a snuff
Pavel-
box.
Pavel
It
has
is
no
the actual
I
idea.
like
box.
how a Google question of what does snuff box mean is a small box for holding snuff.
Yeah.
Good.
Is
That's
it wrong?
It's not, but it's anyway. But the box itself actually doesn't have anything in it. It is just a silver
Cool.
empty box. But it looked quite expensive. It looks like again, similar to what Tali kind of felt. Like you could probably pawn this for a bit of money.
Right. So I'm gonna share the silver and the box with the rest of the team. And nothing. I find nothing else, right?
No, just the coat itself, and obviously the shoes I mentioned earlier.
I put.
Which you could maybe try and pawn those as well if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah. I'm resourceful like that. I guess. I get all those 3 items, one of which is a pair, and put them here.
Yeah, so write them down. Oh, okay, I see it. But
And I have to take them out of my D&D Beyond because it's like in the room now. So the silver thing goes, right?
leave them in your inventory for now because you
Okay.
might end up holding onto them.
Fair.
Only if they change hands, let's do that. Because otherwise, we'll all forget about them.
Yeah, but
So-
yeah, the thing is are here. I've put, I'm like, yeah, I found this.
Have you written down in your inventory, that you have a silver snuff box and a leather coat?
I have to add it.
There's like an other possessions bit you can just free type stuff.
Yeah.
But,
So interesting.
Aaron.
So the doesn't appear to be a financially motivated kidnapping, if this is indeed kidnapping.
Sorry, what? Say.
Stands to reason that whoever's taken this this
Oh.
chap that we're after, not motivated by money, you'd think.
Interesting.
I will say that this coat is obviously a human-sized coat, so it's definitely not the gnomes, unless he's into wearing very, very long coats.
Was it quite a nice coat, Pebble?
God.
It looks like a
take the
workman's coat.
and I'm gonna put it here.
I'll take the coat. I'll leave that one with me. Yeah.
I will say,
La,
just
la,
for the
la,
sake of
la.
easy,
Have
you
it.
guys don't need to move your tokens around the map when you
I
just
know.
converse.
I know, but I love it. I love it. Sorry.
You gotta be fully immersive, you know.
Yes. So I give. Yeah.
Tali
Chad,
is this kind of. Also, go.
Chad, you have the code. That's it.
Okay, Tali's just gonna start pushing the door open. Is that? Can we?
Yeah. Can
So
we
in which
go
case,
on?
then, Chad, write down in your inventory that you have a leather coat, and obviously Pebble, take off yours. You're trying to open that door. That door is barred.
Oh,
Well,
with a little.
However, as you're that close to it, roll me a perception check quickly.
yeah.
With advantage, I'd say.
Ooh, okay, I like these rolls.
Reasons.
Wow. Okay, that was not good rolls. Let's see. Perception. Well, 12.
Oh, okay. That is fine. As you're trying to push this door, it is barred or something, so it doesn't move or budge. But you do hear, coming from within it, you hear the sound of rustling chains coming from within that room.
Chad, can you help me? Can you help me force this door open? I think there's someone or something inside. I can hear.
Yeah.
If anybody's in there, can you move back from the door? We're gonna break it.
Yeah. I think we can break it. Stand back, Tali. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I could help you if you.
We'll see if I need help. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how I go first. And yeah. Okay. We'll see how it happens.
Okay, Chad. She kind of stands back, folds her arms, leans
Yeah.
on the wall next to the door.
That's a straight strength check.
This will be a athletics check.
Athletics.
Try and force a door open.
Oh. That's a 22.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh,
Chad does not need
Damn
help.
it!
Wow.
I'm so annoyed that Chad's so confident and succeeds.
Why so confident? Describe to me how you're smashing down this door, because you do succeed.
Chad's gonna get his shield on. He's basically gonna do a shield bash on it,
Yeah.
and just kind of like get that like that, and just go.
Yeah. All right.
oh,
and
not a
you do-
headbutt. Come on.
Not a headbutt. I'm sorry. I'm not brass.
You smash
Fair
through
point.
this door, and it sort of flies open. You are revealed to It is revealed to you a very slim room, but I will describe it to you. So you see a room that has a open hole in both the floor and the ceiling, through which there are chains coming down from the roof and into the room below. The chains feed into a set of gears on the wall, which control what appears to be a pulley system that you assume would have once been used to lift beer barrels from the beer cellar up into the crane room above that you climbed up into. What you specifically notice, however, is those gears are moving. And as you kind of barge down the door, look into it, you actually see that there is this kind of like wooden like lift platform that is rising up into the ceiling, and there is a barrel of beer on it going up.
1 second. The chains aren't
They-
moving, but the beer is.
The chains are moving.
Oh,
Chains are moving.
Sorry.
The
The-
gears are moving, and that power moves the
Everything
gear
is moving.
chains, which is pulling a beer barrel up into the ceiling on like a lift.
But last session, when we came in through B16 upstairs, those weren't moving.
There's something. Is this a motorized pulley system, or is it a manual? Like you have to by operating it.
You can quite clearly see by looking at this wall. There's actually like a manual like crank. Not that anyone here is moving it. It is just you even see the crank is moving. You imagine maybe there's a crank on maybe possibly.
Oh. We lost you and you're
Is
back.
that?
Lost.
I said maybe you think there's a crank like that on every floor. So it's a manual crank that is going around by itself on this floor. Maybe it's being moved by someone on the top floor, or maybe the floor below.
Chad is going to immediately sprint back into the main room, up the stairs, up
Yep.
on
Tiny
the
as
red,
well.
like just barge straight past Tali
Yeah.
and just go like straight as fast as back up to P16 as he can.
Like,
Sure.
ooh, okay.
Okay, so you're doing that. Tyler, what are you doing?
Tali was gonna go downstairs because we don't know. Yeah.
So you're gonna go down those stairs. That's fine. You can
She
do
she
that.
will. So like we'll like I mean yeah like in here down like
Yeah. Okay. So you start going down. Okay.
she is gonna mention to people someone's using the pulley system. Chad's gone upstairs. I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
Okay.
What I will just say quickly. So while they were barging open that door, Pebble, you would have been able to try opening B8.
Right.
So doing this, this door again, much like other doors, just opens, no issue.
Nice.
And what you see is a small room and then a set of staircase going up.
Ooh.
But before you have any real time to kind of investigate that staircase or attempt to go up it, you hear Chad smash open the door, then turn and start running up, and Athaliah is saying someone's using the chains and starts running towards B9 to go down.
I don't know if I should go up.
I mean, I think Pebble would probably realise that the stairs in B8 go upstairs to the door at the bottom of B6 upstairs.
What? One second.
Because
It might be, yeah, that's true.
Pebbles seen that.
One second. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
That would.
I guess.
Sorry, not to metagame, but I think we probably all, all the characters who've all been upstairs and that upstairs
I guess
much more
I
recently than we as
noticed.
players have been.
So, I think, yeah, I'm going upstairs with Chad.
Yeah, you're going to go you're going upstairs that way, that's fine.
I think so.
Christina, what do you want to do? So Pebble's going to run into a hallway and running up a set of stairs. Chad is running up that sort of gangway in the center of the room, and Athaliah is running into another room where you've heard there is a set of stairs going down.
Take a moment to go. Wait for me! And follow Pebble.
You're following Pebble, okay.
Oh,
Fine.
so we're leaving Tali alone
Oh, it's fine.
downstairs.
It's fine. It's all
And
good.
you also, you also are separated from Chad, to be fair. Okay.
Yeah, Braska's in there with Tali.
Yes,
yeah,
fair.
but Broski's gonna be upstairs and hiding the down.
Well,
fine.
we don't know.
Well, Brass,
We
it seems
can
you running down will probably ask what's going on. I won't attempt to do his voice.
Tali they'll say, "We don't know, but come with me."
That's nice.
Hearing the call to adventure and the chance to prove his honor, he will start following you.
That's fine. Good. I have backup.
So what I will say is, this is going to get complicated for you.
It is
but
going
anyway,
to be complicated.
Guys,
I'll
that's
start
really-
moving.
Right. I'm focusing on upstairs now, I think.
Go focus on upstairs.
Yeah,
so
you
that's
wanna
where the
do upstairs
majority of the
first?
people are.
Ooh.
No, we're going to do. I don't know. Why is it not?
Right,
doing
let's
the
do.
thing?
We can do downstairs if you want.
What are you doing?
I've just moved Chad upstairs.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. So, for your sakes, you arrive in an upstairs hallway. You can see it's just a long sort of corridor that ends up in. There's a door at the end and seems to curve round slightly to the sort of the side here.
Right.
You can also see there's a door directly in front of you, where it probably aligns with the gangway that you'd seen previously. Chad, you get to the top of the gangway.
Can we
So we'll do
try?
upstairs first.
I'm gonna go try opening this door.
That door opens and you see the gangway
like-
where.
And I say, hello. No. I'm going like, oh, where's Chad going? Chad, I mean, there's nothing here, so it must be like over here.
Well, you see Chad is running back towards the crane, where you got in from,
Oh, of course.
because that's where the top of the pulley system was, where the lift is.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry.
That's what Chad is aiming for. He's not trying to go somewhere new. He's trying to go back to where you started.
I'm divided. I don't know what to do.
It's also worth noting that Chad ran away. Chad sprinted away so quickly he didn't have a chance to have a smug kind of like after you to Tali. Like that's how how urgently he's
serious it
responding to
is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll also say that Pebble, while you're standing where you are now, you can see a bit more of this upper hallway, and you can see it starts to curve round to the towards the west. I guess while you're stunned in silence, Chad, you probably make it to the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you go to open it.
Yes.
We're going to jump downstairs.
Ah!
What?
So-
One second.
Because this is all happening simultaneously. So while you would run across there and get there,
So I'm assuming
Tali
this
and
is
Brask are now
downstairs.
making their way downstairs.
Yeah,
you
went down, so ooh.
Nice.
The below half the map.
Can I ask before we get to the dead Nervim have disappeared from the middle
I
section?
just deleted them off the map. They haven't
That's cool.
despawned or anything.
They
are
haven't.
there.
They haven't just like they haven't actually
They've
disappeared as
consumed
bodies.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's
they
well.
technically are there. I just wanted to
Just
slowly
checking that
fade
wasn't
out
like
of
an incredibly subtle bit of environmental storytelling there.
Yep.
No.
Just like in video games, they just despawn after time, and no one ever talks
Yeah.
about it. Or like in some video games, they just dissolve into like a little bag of bones or something.
Like a puddle.
tell,
Yeah.
tell you they've got loot. But yes, you go downstairs and you find that the stairs descend down and down and down. Let me check my notes. A thick moss covers the wall of the underground staircase. At the foot of the steps is a landing with an arched wooden door set into the north wall. One thing that does occur to you as you're running down this, although probably not so much because of the speed in which you're running, it is getting colder and colder as you're going down here. And when you get to that bottom landing, there is about a. Let me just check it. There's about 2 foot of murky water at the very bottom here. That seems to be sort of coming from, well, just on the floor here.
It's not good. We're gonna open this door, but
You gotta open that door.
slowly-ish,
Okay.
like cautiously, but obviously not. You know. we wanna-
Yep. Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, I can do that.
I assume Chad is just blasting his door open.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
That's fine.
A 7, so I might as well just blast the door open.
So you try to do, but actually because of the placement of the water, it's not so easy, and you end up just pushing too much into it, and it just sort of starts to swing open, this huge ripple of water. What I'll do is I'll reveal the downstairs first, but this is happening simultaneously upstairs, so we'll jump back and forth in a second. What you see is...
Neat.
I'll just reveal all of this because it's a lot easier.
Lovely pause in the music there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10.
Mystery.
All right.
So you see a brewery that, you see a beer cellar that in the brewery's heyday probably would have been packed with barrels waiting shipment. But those days are clearly long gone. You see wooden pillars and beams support a 10-foot high ceiling of this ice-cold cellar, which is split in two by this 5-foot thick brick wall. The floor of the cellar has been flooded with murky water to a depth of 2 feet, making it difficult terrain. There seems to be some cracks in the wall, in the limestone wall, where water just seems to be seeping through, and this horrible stench coming from this water. It smells like sewage water.
Nice.
In each half of the cellar, there are these 8-foot tall wooden racks that is used to store beer barrels. They all appear to be empty, these beer barrels, because what you notice is, let me reveal this on the map. You notice that there are 2 Nervim
Hey,
right
point.
here
Oh,
with a barrel they've rolled up to this corner here on a wooden platform. Actually, it's not quite right. They wouldn't be there. They would be slightly further back. And in this space here, they seem to have a beer barrel waiting to push it onto this platform. Chad, upstairs, you blast the door open into what was the crane room before.
Proper Wonder Woman at the start of
Yes.
Justice League.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you see another Nervim standing there. You see that they have attached a beer barrel to a crane, and it is being slowly. Actually, sorry, he would technically be over here. Hold on, not that I know. Be over here, manning the crane. There's a bit out on a hook, and it's been descended down to that cart that you saw before. However, there is also one more Nervim in this room. And this guy, unlike the previous Nervim you have seen, is not this kind of small 4-footish creature. This one stands about, my notes, about 6 foot tall, much more muscular than the rest, wearing this kind of clothing, and just sees you, and is holding these two, I don't know thing, but two like daggers, and just sees you as like, move it quickly! You want to roll initiative, please?
Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. We
good.
definitely should just
Wicked.
split the party.
Split the party, do.
Oh, 3!
So bad. Okay.
Oh.
Roll initiative. Let's do it.
11.
Well, oh boy.
Would there be? I take it Chad hasn't surprised me then.
Have
No.
I surprised?
No.
Oh.
None of you surprised anyone because you made such an amount of noise fighting the last group of Nervim that they heard you and started moving stuff around.
That's fair. That is fair.
Which is why after that fight you started hearing gears and stuff moving.
Oh,
Yep.
Mm.
They felt a sudden need to move some merchandise.
How many people are in these barrels?
There seems to be 2 barrels you're aware of so far. There's one that's lowering onto the crane, down at the moment, and then there is the one that's down below with Valia waiting to go.
I have a micro question.
Yes.
When we entered this room, did we entered it from here, right? Or what was the deal
No, you
with-
came up through this hole in the ceiling, floor here.
Oh, right.
You climbed up the chain
Right, yeah.
into this room.
And then
Yeah.
and then we went
Yeah.
through this door.
You went through that
Um,
door. Chad did look down here, and he just saw down to darkness.
And this is just the chains that weren't moving before, but now they are.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Also worth mentioning, the room you've gone into, Tali, is pitch black.
That's fine for me. Wait, is that fine for me? I think that's fine.
So you see in like shades of grey, because for you it is dim light because
Yeah.
of your dark vision. But it is otherwise pitch black. You see that Brask is struggling.
Hang on. Oh,
Oh no. Okay.
poor Brask.
And Smart, I would have set up this initiative better. That's fine. Sorry, I should have rolled my initiatives.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tempted to try having like 2 tabs of Roll20 open and flicking between the two, but I don't know if that's gonna mess up with.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, we will. This is happening
I'm
live.
gonna say that at least one of my 2 Nervim is gonna go down. It's gonna fall off something. that's Chad's goal here.
Whether he wants to or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's working. Seems to be working. That's good.
Start that for me, I'll finish that. So, Chad, what'd you get?
3.
3. Excellent.
Chad being the most proactive in going into this combat.
Yeah. It's
Second
suddenly,
the
oh shit,
slowest
there's people
to react.
here.
Oh, I didn't realise I'd have to do anything. Oh.
I didn't think there'd be a big guy. Christina, what'd you get?
18.
18.
Wow.
Woo.
Excellent. Athalia.
6.
6.
Do you want me to roll a d20 for Brass?
Yeah, why not?
Or did
Yeah,
you-
that'd be
I don't know if
handy.
you've
No,
already
that'd
done
be
that.
good.
I don't know what his
I'll
modifier
figure that,
is.
don't worry. Pebble, what'd you get?
Oh,
11. Sorry,
11.
11.
Then you. So yes, what did Pebble? Where's he gone? Brask.
Brass got a natural 1.
We'll leave it as 1 for now. That's easier. Fine. So I just
Oh,
need to
Brask.
Rough day for Talia and Brask.
change
Yep.
over to some combat music. Up first is Christina. So you and Pebble have been kind of hanging about in the hallway, kind of on the wrong side of the building. So what would you like to do?
Can, I'm guessing we just sort of heard a crap serving person,
I hope.
and we're like, oh dear. So I should probably like
Dash,
make
dash,
my way
dash.
over there.
Yeah, sort of double time it over there, yes.
Yeah.
Let's have a look on the map how far you can get.
Quite.
So
It's
you
quite
barge
far.
past pebbles, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if you want, you can use your action of dash, will get you to double the speed, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, okay. So you're sort of nearly there, not quite yet. That's you use your action. If you have any bonus actions, you can use it, but I don't think you do. We talked about this last time, didn't we?
Yeah. I'll just go. Ah!
That's fine.
Good.
As Christina often does.
Yes. Okay, that's the end of your turn. Chad, you'll be pleased to hear it's now the big guy's turn.
Fantastic.
You see the guy moving forward. Sorry. So he has this kind of long, jagged, curved blade that seems like rust set in. He brandishes this towards you and just runs up and tries to hit you with it.
Oh,
Hit you with his scimitar.
what's he getting? What's he getting for his swing?
12 to hit.
No, not even
Okay.
close, mate.
Whoa. Neat.
And a 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah, no, okay, that does it.
Ooh.
So you take, luckily it was a low roll, 3 points of slashing damage.
Ah,
Right.
this but a scratch.
And you watch as he sort of slashes down at you with his scimitar. He then looks back at the other nerve and is like, get him! So using his bonus action, he's going to use his provoke ability. And the other Nervim can use a reaction to make an attack against you as well. So he's going to shoot with
kinda
his
cool.
crossbow. That's a natural 20 for the crossbow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Is this lingering injuries time?
It is lingering each time. Well done.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Chan.
So start with the damage. So you
It's
take...
gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine.
You take 10 points of damage. 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh no!
10.
Wow.
1-0. As this guy flashes at you with a scimitar, it basically knocks you off balance, and the crossbow bolt kind of like gets you right in like kind of the softer parts of your armor. I also need you to make me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can avoid getting a lingering injury.
Can I double check as well that none of these allow basically my shield master evasion allows me to take half damage if an effect allows half damage. You tell me if that was the case.
Yeah, it's more like that's like kind of more
That's
like
like
spells like fireball
spell.
and things like that.
I thought that
It doesn't-
was, but
yeah.
just in case. Yeah. Constitution saving throw. Right, come
Please.
on.
Trying to beat a 10.
Oh, God. Another. Okay, yeah, 7.
7, okay.
Which
Okay,
I've got
given-
+4 to my Constitution saving throw. Come
Not
on.
today, you don't.
Oh my goodness.
So let's see what lingering injury you get as you fail
Oh.
that roll.
Nice.
Please roll me a d20.
Alright, let's give it a d20. 10.
10, okay.
Middle of the road.
Okay, so yes, this crossbow bolt does like kind of get you in the side of the ribs almost. You feel this kind of puncture.
Oh no!
You currently have an internal injury. Whenever you attempt an
Oh.
action in combat, you must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, you lose your action and can't use reactions till the start of your next turn.
A DC 15!
What?
God!
Oh, boy.
Okay, right.
It's a big one.
Oh boy.
You can feel this crossbow bolt has kind of like punctured through your ribs and might have got into some of your organs. Just like you're feeling this kind of pain swell through you, and it almost like hurts to breathe a little bit.
Chad's just gonna scream. He's just gonna cry. Obviously, it's not his time. He's just crying. He's like, help!
Oh no.
So that's the big guy's turn.
Oh Christ, that was just his turn, wasn't it? Oh
That was
no.
his turn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
It is now all the little guys' turns. The guys in the
Ooh.
basement and the guys above.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
You guys rolled really bad in your initiative.
Yep.
Yeah.
How? How? how do we do this? Do I switch to the basement now?
We'll start with upstairs with Chad,
Alright.
since we're still in that round. So the guy who just shot you, Chad,
Yep.
honestly, seeing the state you're in, he's probably just going to carry on dealing with the crane.
Just like
You've stopped being a threat.
You've basically probably like knocked against the wall, and you're like, and it's just like, it just carries on dealing with the crane.
Chad's just gonna be like a. I'm out.
Jesus.
Help
The guys in
you.
I will say technically Brass should be there, but the guys in the basement, number 6 is going to start its turn by attempting to throw a net over you.
That's what I was gonna do, copycat.
Mm,
Um,
just
That
counter the
is
net with another
a
net. See what happens.
19 to hit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
net is just thrown over you as you just blast through the door. The weighted net pulls you down. You're kind of pushed down into that water. Then him and his friends are going to take some crossbow shots at you.
Nice. Oh, fuck.
They have advantage because you're restrained by a net.
Good. I'm very glad about this situation.
Curse you, Annette!
The villain of this campaign. 13 to hit.
No.
The first one
Ooh.
shoots at you, and even though you're blocked down, you still manage to kind of get your glaive in the way and just like, knock it aside.
Yay.
Second one rolled higher though. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And that
If
will
that didn't
be
hit, I'd be very impressed.
Yes.
6 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
Nice.
these guys are tough.
That's their turn. Pebble, it's up to you. Back to you.
Yeah, let me switch them.
Come on, Pebble, you can save us all.
Okay, so I am gonna. Right. I'm gonna freak out. No. How much until I get to where to Mervyn are?
Well, you can just play it out on the map.
If I do,
Or
the
you can
problem
use
is, right,
the ruler tool. You can go like this.
if I do Expeditious Retreat, then I can't cast anything else. Because that's my spells
You
gone.
can cast cantrips. So you can only cast one spell slot per turn, but you can use cantrips.
Yeah.
Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action, so you could use it as a bonus action and then use your action to cast a cantrip.
Can you expeditious retreat into combat?
Technically, yes. It allows you to take the dash action as a bonus action.
Okay.
So
Cool.
technically,
No, but I'm not gonna. I want to be more powerful than a cantrip, man.
that's fine.
So I'm just gonna just run as much as possible towards
Okay.
the trouble.
Okay, so are you running across the gangway, or are you running sort of around this hallway?
I don't know what that hallway. I don't know the mysteries that hallway contains, so
You
I'm
don't?
just taking the safe route.
Okay, you're in the safe route, so that's fine. So you can move yourself. So if you're dashing, you can move. It will be
1 second.
12 squares.
So 12
Yeah.
squares.
Yeah.
There'll be one ahead from Christina.
Yes.
No. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Christine was just behind you, so you should be.
That's a bit
That's
rude
fine.
of me. Like, no, Christina. No.
You push past me, I push past you.
No, it's my turn to run. Technically speaking, a round of combat is considered to take all place all at the same time, so you
Alright,
kind of
so
would have
we
ran
are-
in tandem.
Fine.
But that's funnier. So you push in front of Christina.
We're like, no.
Oh, no.
No, I want to save him. No, I want to.
Oh. That's kind of cute.
That's your turn, Pebble. Athalia, it's now your turn. So you are pinned by this net.
Oh, sorry.
You are restrained, so your movement becomes 0. You have disadvantage on dex saving throws, I think, and attack rolls have advantage on you.
Okay. So
You
just
can
quick.
attempt to use an action to break out of it, or you attempt to like cut your way out of your glaive.
Yeah.
I think you also have disadvantage on attack rolls while you're there, I think, as well.
That's fine. So just quick question. So it's pitch black in here. For Brass, mechanically, what does that mean?
Brass means he cannot see any of the enemies, which means he can't make attack rolls on them. Well, he could try, but he would have disadvantage and a very low chance.
Okay. Well, I need to get myself up, really, don't I? So let's try and break out of the net, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll me.
Is it strength or is it like an attack roll?
So you
With
can
a
attempt to
weapon?
use. You have both. You can do either roll. The only thing is you have disadvantage on attack rolls currently while being restrained.
But I wouldn't have disadvantage on the strength check.
No. But it is just a strength check.
Yeah.
Is that both Brask and Athalia? Under the
No,
net?
so no, Brask is not under a net. However, Brask is blocked on the stairway by.
Oh, he
Athalia,
can
who's
see
trapped.
me, so maybe he could help me if I can't help myself.
Maybe.
I guess I will try just a straight strength check.
Mhm.
That disadvantage could be nasty.
Yeah, go for it.
How have I done?
Go for on D&D Beyond. 5.
5. No, you're struggling to kind of get out of this. It's all like wet and horrible. You're kind of not being able to do it. Unfortunately.
Well then, I guess that's that.
Neat.
Do you have bonus actions?
Well, I don't have any spell slots. I'm debating whether I want to use my channel ability to get a spell slot. Oh, I can't because I can because it's bonus action. I think. Yeah.
I like this music.
This is all royalty free.
Well, it's not royalty free, but we use a service where we pay like £10 a month to use licensed music.
Neat.
So,
I'm gonna hold off on getting a spell slot back.
no, fair enough. So then your turn. Chadronethius!
Right. Chad's very insulted by what's just happened. Oh, and he's come up to me. All
Well,
right.
yeah, he did do a melee attack, so he would have had
That
to
is
be
true. That is true. So, I can never remember. Do bonus actions have to come? You can do a bonus action before you do an action, can't you?
Yeah,
Or do
yeah, you
have
can.
to do the action
No,
first?
you can do bonus action before an action.
And I would like to use Second Wind as my bonus action, which is
Yeah,
once in a
absolutely.
short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 2 HP. So if I do 1d10, that is 7, so that would be 9 HP that I just
Hell
regain
yeah.
now. So let's add that back onto there. So Chad's going to sort of just go. I imagine that would be probably pulling the thing out.
Yeah.
The arrow out. It's going like.
It's all good. It's all fine.
Or probably even actually just cutting the thing off. Is it? Probably, I don't know. And just gonna
I'm
go
not a
for
first aider.
yeah. I'm just gonna go for a straight up like, how dare you longsword attack on the big boy.
Different.
So that is.
You have to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
I do.
Mhm.
Do you want that? Well, I don't think I hit with my sword thing because that.
Roll
was-
the
that
Constitution
was-
saving throw first.
Because you lose your action if you don't pass
Yeah,
that.
and you lose your reactions as well.
Oh my god.
15.
15, you
Ooh.
just pass it. So you push through the pain. So I'll let you roll the attack roll again.
Ah,
the
thank
way
you.
it's supposed to be. The order is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So
Still only a 10 to hit.
yeah, unfortunately not.
He is a big man. He's a big man. He's right in front of me.
He's a big man. You push through the pain and you kind of slice down towards him with the sword, but you get the scimitar. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're a fighter, are you?
Yeah. Can I move as well, or is that?
You could attempt to move. You might get an attack of opportunity if you do so.
That is true.
Playing risky games.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to move.
Okay.
Back out of the door.
Okay. So he will get attack of opportunity. So
Yep.
swipe at you. Oh, that's not a high roll. That is 6 to hit.
6 to hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh well, it's a bit of a close one there.
You kind of just get you basically like push him off with the shield and
Yeah.
sort of duck through the door.
Yeah.
There you go.
And just like just look over at Pebble and Christina and just be like, yeah, hi, big guys in here.
Yes.
I warmed him up for you.
yeah. Chop, come on.
Are you going any further, or are you just staying on the other side of the door?
Literally just on the other side of the door.
Okay,
He's just
fine.
kind of stumbled out there.
That's fine. It's now Brask's turn.
Brass, I'm gonna, because of course the room is pitch black, but this staircase there'll still be a little bit of light, right? So Brass can definitely see Talia and Net and could help Talia, right?
I'm just gonna double check to make sure Brass doesn't have dark vision. I don't want to do him a disservice. But I don't think he does. Yeah,
Appreciating the dynamics of this fight.
good.
Cool.
I wasn't expecting you to fight him across multiple different floors.
Yeah, we're dumbasses.
Yay.
Yeah, so Brask will come like will grab the net and tries to pull it off of you.
See, this is why I helped him earlier, because now it helped me. There you
Yep.
go.
Aww.
Oh, I
yeah,
get it.
but-
Talia only does stuff so that she
No,
gets things in return.
no.
I see how
Just
it
those
is.
things.
I see how it is.
There's good karma in the world. You do nice things, people will also reciprocate, and everyone can be nice to each other.
But
Yeah,
Brask
and that's
will,
Tali's main motivation. I
Be nice,
get it.
no, just to
Okay.
be nice.
Talia is secretly evil. But does Brass pulls the net off you? Like return the favor, and pulls the net and just like chucks it up the stairs.
Thank you.
He's gonna. What's he gonna do? He's trying to charge him. Nope. He will just ask you, like, if you can make it light, I can help you. And that's where he's gonna end his turn, really.
Yeah, I can do
But as Brass goes, so next up. Okay. What you hear is you start hearing some barking coming from outside. Daisy again, just a very. And Christine, in your head, you get this kind of sort of telepathic communication from Dotho. It's just like this kind of panic from Dotho.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
And then just be. Can we just bring what more to this fight? Just keep adding stuff. Bring it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
We'll continue just.
When's the troll arriving?
But that's there. So yeah, we'll do one more round of combat and then maybe we'll take our break. So Christine, you're up.
I'm gonna. I just seen in the chat the little doggy faces saying "save me," and I'm like, I can't save you right now. I'm gonna keep running towards. Well, I can see Chad is like in a state. I'm
He
just
is
gonna
not
keep
doing good.
running. No, I'm just gonna keep running to this big guy.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna run into the room.
Leave off.
Okay. So you're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you can't, unfortunately Chad is taking up the last spot, so you can't quite get there, but you can basically get to the door. I'd say you kind of, if you push it open with a hand, you can see the big guy.
Okay, and now I'm gonna cast Hex.
So you use your bonus action to cast Hex on him.
Yes.
Is there a particular ability score you'd like to give him disadvantage on? So when you cast Hex, you can give him like disadvantage on strength checks or charisma checks. It won't affect his attack rolls. It's worth mentioning. This is kind of thing like if Chad wanted to like grapple him, or if Chad wanted to like push him into that hole, like giving him disadvantage in strength checks might help, or dexterity.
I guess if you have like spells that have a particular like spell.
It doesn't affect saving throws. It
routine
is only
or-
ability checks.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Never mind then.
What is Constitution?
Constitution
Like,
isn't
what
really
does
used
that
that
kind of
often. It more commonly than anything, I think people use it to like, oh, why don't you try and avoid getting drunk? I would recommend against doing that in a combat scenario. Your probably best bet
Well,
realistically is going to be strength or dex, I would advise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he wanted to use his constitution to drink beer whilst he's winning this fight, I mean, I know I would. But let's go with strength.
Okay. It's disadvantage on strength.
Because he is muscly.
Yes. When you cast Hex, does it look like anything? Do like shadows cling to his form or anything like that?
I think my eyes glow like a
Ooh.
really bright sapphire blue.
I like it.
Because I'm channeling
Yes.
my water genie
So you
that I have.
focus. You focus in on your target. I like it. Okay.
It's more like a and then
Yeah,
it
okay.
happens. Oh my
Sure.
God.
It would
Okay,
be
so-
really cool if not for the screaming, you know.
Yeah. More deer in
Yeah.
headlights, then I guess.
Yeah. Well, maybe if Christina does get control of powers,
Yeah.
she'll be like a bit more cool. But at the moment, we're
One
like
day
in
this is
sort
gonna
of-
look badass, but that day
Yeah,
is
Chad-
not this day.
No.
Chad kind of backs himself into the corner. Okay.
But yes,
He's
so
like,
you
"You are
use your bonus
weird."
action. Use your bonus action to cast Hex. What would you like to do
Yeah.
with your action? So I
Um,
will. I remember to mark off the spell slot for Hex as well.
yes, I have done so. I have got a dagger.
Mhm.
Got 2 daggers for some reason. Let's just get the one, and I'm just gonna sort of throw it at the
Okay.
big guy.
In which case, roll me an attack roll with the dagger.
Nice.
Where do I do so?
If you go to your actions page,
Actions, yeah. Ooh,
and then look under actions, you should see a dagger.
yeah, and it's a
The-
hit
so-
DC.
yeah, so click on that and it should roll for you on D&D Beyond.
10.
10 to hit. Unfortunately, no. So
Oh
you're
no,
not
I
really.
forgot to use my inspiration token. Oh,
wanna
that's
use that?
what- I had
Do you
this
wanna use
master plan and it just failed.
wanna
I was going to
use
use it on Hex.
Well,
Let's
Hex
just use
doesn't
it
have
for
a
the
roll.
dagger.
So Hex doesn't have a roll.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to
you
use
wanna
it. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, although you're in this panic state, you do have this kind of moment of clarity of just like almost like as the hex kind of takes over and the eyes kind of glow. There's almost like this guiding force within you kind of takes over for a second, and you're just like, ah! And just your hand almost guides itself as this dagger is thrown. So that automatically hits because it's a natural 20.
Yes.
So what you need to do is roll. So it doubles all the dice. You roll twice for the dagger and you roll twice for the hex. I need you to roll me 2d4 and 2d6s.
Wow.
Then get a dice roller. 2d4.
The enemies get lingering injuries too.
4.
4, okay, so that's from that. And then roll me 2d6s.
Wait, no, sorry. I rolled 1d4 and it's 4. So
Oh.
2d4s equals 7.
7,
Got a 4 and
okay.
a 3.
Okay, now roll me 2d6s.
10.
10, is that on both of them? Yeah, of course it would be. Okay, and then finally we add 1 to that for the actual dagger itself. So you do 11 points of damage to this creature.
Wow.
Yeah.
Strong.
As you just go, again, there's this sort of inherent magic almost like takes over and you just throw this dagger. Chad, you
Yeah.
watch as this dagger just goes and just like straight into this creature's like sternum. It's like, ah!
I imagine that.
Chad's like,
I imagine
nice, yeah.
instead of the dagger, instead of the dagger flies like spinning, and instead of like piercing through, it continues spinning like, like shaving bits of like skin and flesh. No.
Unfortunately not. But you see this
Damn it.
guy takes a big blow. You see he's staggered by. It is his turn now, however.
Oh dear.
A bit angry.
You see it turns to the guy behind him, not that any you can see in the room at the moment, who's manning the crane. It's like, just drop it! Get it out of here! And he just starts moving towards you. He's going to move to this space. Huh? Oh.
That's your friend. He's back.
Chad's just giving us like, oh yeah, I should have moved further out. Oh no.
And seeing that you're kind of precariously perched on the top of the guardrails, it's just going to try and shoulder barge you off the rails.
Oh.
It wants to get past you to Christina, you think. However, it does have disadvantage on this because of Hex. So, Chad, I need you to make me an athletics or acrobatics check, contested by its athletics.
That is an 11 for my athletics.
You rolled a 12.
Oh,
So you are pushed back 5 feet as it just goes, get away! It just shoves you over the rails.
Oh no.
oh.
So Chad, you go, go to there, but technically you go to.
Oh.
I'm gonna move
There.
myself down there. Yeah.
You're down there. You're gonna take some fall damage as you're dropped from there. You take 5
Absolutely.
points of damage as you just right onto your back on the floor.
Oh, so falling one entire floor is like 5 points of damage. Okay.
But technically, it's every kind of 10 feet, which this room is quite a tall room. It's probably
Well,
isn't
and
technically 10 feet, but
It's also falling as opposed to jumping, isn't it?
yes,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
there's
yeah.
a difference. The barrels are slightly lower down as well. Let me have a cool moment, Unai. Don't question it.
No, it's alright. It's alright. Don't.
But then
don't
this guy
question
moves
anything.
up now into the space Chad was, and with its scimitar, it tries to slash at you, Christina.
Oh no.
Okey doke.
Oh, that's not a high roll though.
Good.
Brain. That's a 7. 7 to hit. So I think your armor class is higher than that.
It's 12.
Yeah, so it
Fantastic.
slashes at you, and it's kind of like, again, this sort of instinctual instinct. This instinct is taking over, and you just kind of like duck out of the way. You don't know where this is coming from.
Mm.
Good. You're
But that
possessed
is
and also
so I was gonna
possessed.
See if it gets its provocability back. It does not. So that's its turn. It's the rest of the trappers' turns now.
Alright.
Where you are, Christina, you hear this kind of sudden just going. As you imagine, the crane is just almost like dropped, and the barrel goes crashing down.
Oh, what's gonna happen downstairs when that happens? Oh my god. Is there gonna be like a earthquake? No.
You hear more barking and stuff from Daisy.
Oh fuck.
Had is now really, really wishing that we'd unblocked the door that he's right next to.
Yeah. But back downstairs, the 2 down there. Number 7, seeing that Tali 3 is going to throw a net at you.
Oh my! I swear, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed.
They each have 1 net each. They all have 1 net each, so
Alright, bring it. It's fine.
21 to hit.
It's fine. I'll just be in the net again. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
No!
One day I'll have a turn.
So
And then having done that, they're both going to take attacks against you with their crossbows.
Oh, they're gonna have advantage.
With advantage.
I might just die.
Oh, those are not high rolls on the first attack. So the first one is a 11 to hit. No, 10 to hit.
No.
And the second guy, that's higher. 21.
Oh.
Just a little higher.
Ooh, that's max damage. So that is 11 points of piercing damage.
So I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Oh my
What?
god!
Not that any of you guys see it, apart from Brass, but
Yeah.
Tali is in a net and just goes "Ugh," and just crashes down into the puddle.
I had a thing I was gonna do next turn where I actually get some hit points back, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll just do my death saving throws in this basement full of dirty water.
That won't bad for you at all. Dirts.
Nothing's gonna get infected. It's
Considering
fine.
you were unconscious, I also need you to make me a injury check.
Oh no! Okay. Oh
A
boy.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah. Let's do it. A 9.
Roll me a d20 as you get an injury.
It's so close. I'm so sad. 5.
5. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
We'll come back to that when you become conscious.
Oh no! I've lost like a hand or something.
Brass can see what's happened, but Ryan's not here to talk about it.
Rust's
So.
not here.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the end of that.
It's fine because I might just die anyway. So it might.
Yeah, you might never know. Just need to write down my notes if I forget.
It would be so funny if this just turned into a total party kill.
I mean,
Funny's not the
I
word
don't
I'd
think
use.
Rask has any healing. I have healing, but I'm unconscious.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
We'll see what Ryan's picked. Anyway, it's Pebble's turn next. Pebble, what are you up to?
I'm up to fixing the stream. Sorry.
What time to the stream?
Oh no, it's alright. Cool.
We lost Christina's video.
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. So Pebble is gonna... Wow! What is Pebble gonna do?
You've just seen Chad be knocked off the railings.
1 second. Because I'm thinking, how dare...
You've lost Verity, I'll let you know.
Sorry?
You've lost Verity, I said, but she's back.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
That's the two.
Hey. How directionable is Chaos Bolt? Well, being Chaos Bolt, I'm assuming it's not very directionable.
You aim it at a target.
And can I guarantee Christina's safety if I aim it at the Brody boy? Oh shit! I
So
haven't
the actual
changed
spell itself,
No.
no, because there's a chance when it hits someone, it bounces off and hits someone else. It's a small chance, but there is a chance.
Oh dear. Good.
You do get to choose the second target though if that happens, so I believe.
Sure, but I think it still has to be someone.
Yeah, but there
Christina's
are...
anyone nearby.
It's...
Fair.
I mean, I'm gonna play it as if I didn't know that, and so Pebble from
yeah.
there
Go for your instincts.
is Pebble is gonna. Is that a good angle? Yeah, fuck it. Pebble's gonna cast Chaos Bolt because fantastic, very nice.
So roll to hit the big guy.
1 sec, I have to find my bearings here. Roll to hit the big guy.
There's no rush.
What? 1 second. Okay, so hit the C plus 1. Yeah. There we go. So that's terrible. That's a 7. So I've just wasted a spell slot. That's good. Okay.
Also, roll me a d20 as you cast a spell.
I forgot about that. 2.
2.
Yeah.
You got 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Now roll me a d12.
No, wasn't it 1? Okay.
No, we have. That is what officially the rules say, but we changed it. Remember?
No.
Lingering
That's
injury.
No, it's not lingering injury. It's something else. So what we
so-
said, Unai, was that it's equal to your level.
Right. Yes. Equal or less than, right? Because
Yes,
then it accumulates. Yes.
Yeah. So roll me a d12, please.
Yeah. I've rolled a 1 on a d12.
Okay. Now roll me 2d10.
Okay.
Tell me what each one is.
So I've rolled a 7 and an 8.
7 and an 8.
I am so pumped now.
Okay. So you watch as Pebble casts his Chaos Bolt and it just goes boom and just sort of bounces around. But there is kind of like this lingering energy that just kind of hangs on Pebble's hand. And then
Yes,
it
it
goes
does.
and explodes. There is this kind of wave of black energy just kind of coursates out from Pebble. So roll me 1d10.
Seems sketchy.
4.
4, okay. So Chad, Christina, and the Brute will take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Oh no. What? Downwards? Okay. So does it
It
travel
goes.
like...
It's a 30-foot radius in all directions. This black energy kind of courses out the Pebble, and then kind of gets sucked back in. And as it gets sucked back into Pebble, you watch as Pebble just suddenly goes and just grows as you double in size.
Nice.
That's so bizarre. What?
So Pebble is now a large creature.
Yes, I'm Big Pebble. I'm the Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
You watch as Pebble just like, and you actually see the gangplank is not good, can't handle this much weight, so it starts going, it starts to bend and then eventually comes to rest on top of the barrels as Pebble is now like crouching into the roof.
Great.
Yeah, Chad's just like still lying on the floor, just going,
What?
who the hell are these people? who am I hanging out with these days?
What is going on?
Great. I have a question. Is Christina okay? Like, did Christina not get any damage from the black tar?
She did get damage from it.
All right.
What?
Chad, yeah.
Rude.
Chad, Christina, and the Brute all took damage from Pebbles.
Oh, how much?
Magic effect. Okay.
'Cause
4
I think-
points of damage.
Oh, 4 points. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what that roll was for.
Great.
Anyway, Pebble, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yes, I'm gonna look at the big brawly guy, and so as a bonus action, can I just try intimidating him?
I will say because you are now so big,
Yes.
I will allow this only because of that. So make me an intimidation check.
Thank you.
I've just seen the icon.
Yes.
So big.
Big boy.
An intimidation check.
Big.
Yes,
Roll
please.
16.
16. Okay, we roll for him.
Big
Also
pebble,
realize that
big
it's really
pebble.
awkward. It's really awkward downstairs because I can't make it light and Brass can't see.
Yeah.
So
What's going to happen is you watch as Pebble. Like you just look and this guy. How are you intimidating him?
I'm going. You no.
And that works because this guy's just like. As you're whispering, Chad, who are these guys? You see this guy's like, who are these guys? And it's looking like he's starting about to back out of this room.
And that's everything,
But that's
right?
not his turn yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're done.
I love this.
Athalia, make me a death saving throw, please.
yeah, I don't know what's the succeed. Is it over 10?
You need to roll 10 or higher.
Yeah.
It's
Nope.
more- What'd you get?
7.
7, okay.
Oh.
Month, you have 1 failed death.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
It's just a flat roll, right? There's no.
It's a flat roll. There are some things that can apply to it, but I don't think you would have any of those.
I don't want to die.
I don't want you to.
Chad,
die.
it's your turn.
Jesus.
You're laying flat on your back on the floor. There's a giant pebble who's just gone yoo-hoo to the big guy, and the big guy seems to be backing away out of this room.
I don't know. I suppose I have to start off with a Constitution saving throw, do I? Or is that only if I'm using when I'm using an action?
That's only when you're using an action, so you can
Cool.
move and stuff. As you're prone, your movement, it uses half movement to get up, and then you only have 3 squares of movement left.
That's fair. So to the blocked door, how blocked is this door? I don't know if we established exactly
Oh,
how.
actually, I tell you what. Actually, Tali unblocked that door because you
You
did
did?
it before. You did it before you went
Oh,
to approach Christina
yeah.
because you made sure
That's
you finished it off. So that
true.
door is not blocked, actually.
Thank you very much, Tali. Chad's gonna sort of like roll over up onto his feet, and he's gonna
Leave.
yeah, he's gonna stagger.
Yeah.
I don't think he's quite at like full on bashing through
Yeah.
doors like that type of
Yeah.
thing. But he's gonna go through this door.
Yeah. You can stumble and limp your way into this room.
He's gonna try and be stealthy for once.
Okay. Maybe a Constitution saving throw because you're trying to take an action to be stealthy.
Good.
Would stealth count as my action then?
You're trying. Technically speaking, in the rules, you're trying to take the hide action.
Okay.
If you're
right.
trying to actually be stealthy.
In that case, he's not gonna bother trying.
Okay.
He's just gonna stumble through. He's just gonna
Yeah,
stumble
fine.
through in that case.
We can say that he is trying to be stealthy, but just not.
But just entirely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you see in this room is, so technically, Daisy and Dotho have actually moved over here,
But you
and
see
what
them.
you see
Yeah.
is
Ah,
2 more Nervim.
Great.
However, they're not facing you. They have each grabbed one part of the cart, and they look like they're ready to start moving and pulling the cart away.
I mean, well,
You can see on the cart there is what that barrel that would have been dropped from the ceiling is now just rolling around inside the cart.
I mean, we all know what Chad's about to do, and we've all seen Wild Wild West. So Chad's gonna jump onto the.
So, because
Yep.
you use half your movement to get up, technically that's as far as you could have got. So if you want to move further,
Oh, okay.
you need to take
that's
the
my
dash action, which means you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hey!
Yes.
Here
So
we
come
go.
on, Chad, to see if you can do this.
oh,
And by the way, can I just check? I have the arrow still.
Yep, that's fine.
Good. Constitution saving. Oh yes, 23.
Wow.
So you push through the
Oh.
pain. So using your action to dash, you kind of jump up onto the cart.
Yep.
I
Would
also
I be able
what
to,
is-
with that dash, will I be able to get to the front of the cart?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
On that
I'll say
dash.
that. As you get on the cart, however, I'll say one thing: that barrel that has been dropped onto the cart, you hear this kind of muffled. Oh! Oh!
Yep.
Ooh.
Coming from within it.
Right, okay. In that case, so I've got my bonus. I can still use my bonus action.
It's your bonus action now. You've used all your movement and your action.
Yeah. So I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna do a shield master shove. I basically want to just bash number 4 on the back of the head with my shield.
With your shield master's shove, do you have to make an attack first for that to work?
Oh, do what I think I do if I take an attack action. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you can't currently do that. You can get ready to do that in the future.
Yeah. In that case, I've got nothing else I can do.
Okay.
I'm gonna just go. Knock on the barrel. Just do.
Okay. It's now Brask's turn.
Ask, please.
What is Brask
Blast.
going to do?
Oh no,
I think what Brass is going to do is not seeing much what's going on, but seeing you injured, is he's just going to scoop you up, Athalia, and start running up the stairs.
That's
Just like going, need help! Need a healer! And he's going to start running up the stairs with you. So he's a lot bigger than you. So actually he's not that much bigger than you, but he's
I'm
bigger
6
than you.
foot.
Yeah, he's 7 foot.
wow.
So
Yeah, he's a
big.
footballer.
He's actually technically for you, he's not a lot bigger than you. But he's going to use his movement to kind of run up, and he's basically going to shout for someone to
Oh,
kind of
thank
help.
God, Brask.
So 5, 10, 15. He kind of gets basically into the main room here,
Woo.
shouting or hollering for help. That will be his action and bonus. That'll be his action. I don't think he really has much in the way of bonus actions. Yeah. Okay, that's the end of his turn. So the last person is.
Would he be stabilizing Thalia there as well?
No, he is running, trying to find a healer.
Okay, cool.
He's not very good at medicine, unfortunately. I checked his stats.
I am.
Yeah, you are.
Ah.
There is one other person in the group who's particularly good at healing.
But yeah,
Not me.
Not me.
So,
Just
in
checking.
case Uno doesn't remember, Pebble has a feat called the healer feat.
but Pebble now isn't Pebble. Wait.
You're still Pebble. You're just big.
Big
Okay.
pebble. Big pebble.
I haven't
Big
lost,
pebble.
I
like,
don't
your-
remember the healing thingy.
Your personality hasn't changed. Your abilities haven't changed. Basically, so far as you're concerned, the world got smaller.
Nice.
So the last person this round of initiative, and then we'll take our break, is Daisy. Hearing the muffled cries from that barrel, you watch as Daisy runs towards these Nervim and is going to make an attack at one of them.
Daisy's gonna die.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a big roll. 22 to hit.
Wow!
God, she's
Daisy! Yes.
Not a lot of damage, 3 points of damage. But
Every little helps.
someone roll me a d20. This is going to be see if the creature succeeds on a strength saving throw, or is
Oh,
it
I've
get
been
knocked
rolling
prone.
really low. I'll roll because my rolls
for
have
it.
been terrible today.
See if Daisy knocks this one prone as she bites onto it.
A 19.
19, no, unfortunately not. Yeah, Daisy jumps up, tries to bite this thing, and the thing just kind of shoves her off. But
I'll just stop rolling dice forever.
but
I'm sorry.
Daisy has entered the fray.
It's just like Smash Bros. Like,
Yeah.
ching,
A new
Daisy
challenger.
has bitten the nerve.
Yes, that's what it is.
Catchy.
But that ends this round of combat, so I think this is a good place to take our break.
I am sweating profusely.
So we'll take do you want a 15-minute break so you can cool down?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a 15-minute break.
So let's see you guys. Quarter to.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I'm just setting that up for the message. 15:45. Good. 1 second. It's a little bit complicated to go to the countdown thingy. And
I like this. I like this a lot.
yeah, we shall be with you in 11 minutes. Shall we
Okay.
say that? Okay.
Sounds good.
Bye.
A minute. Welcome back. I'm going to jump straight back into this. So, back to the top of the round. Christina, what are you doing?
Oh,
panicking. What else do you think she's going to be doing?
Yes.
Let's
So you
see
still
where.
have this. You still have this brute in front of you. He seems to be cowering from Boulder. Who we have changed the name on the map.
I just realized the change of the name.
Yeah.
But one
Cowering
second.
from
One second.
Boulder.
We can change
Yeah.
my name. 1 second, and this is not
Yeah,
real.
go for it. Why not?
Um.
You do that in the background.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
No,
it's
we
looking
can't.
at Pebble,
It's-
looking at a big
sorry.
Pebble, and it's starting to kind of push away.
I'm not gonna try.
But hasn't left your space yet.
Yeah.
You've also seen emerging from the basement level. You see Brass carrying Athalia, shouting for healer.
Oh,
and you're probably the
God.
first person now who has a good vision on Tali. Tali is laying there, clearly unconscious, and you see that there is a bolt that has gone right through her ankle, and there is a lot of blood just pouring out of her ankle.
I mean, I'm bad at medicine.
Yeah,
Like,
not saying you
negative
have to do anything. I just
So just saying, like, am I like? So I'm facing big guy, big
Yes.
fudge.
you got a big guy in front of you, big fudge.
Well, I want to call him like a mother fudger, so it's called. So in my mind, he's now Big Fudge.
Big
Um,
fudge.
Bud.
We're like up against a railing, because I
Yeah, so
potentially.
To the east, so I think your left would be a railing. You obviously just seen the guy knock Chad over the top of it.
Could I like try and grab him and throw him over?
You could try it. So the other thing here is this guy might be stronger than you. However, because you cast Hex on him, he is weakened. So you could attempt to try and push him over. Yeah.
I'm
Still
gonna
not like work, but you try. Okay. So using
Wait,
your
I'm gonna
action.
try it.
Yeah, using your action, you try and grab him and push him over. So make me an athletics check, and it will be contested by his athletics.
8.
Okay, well, he got disadvantage. Let's see what he gets. With disadvantage, he got a 7.
Ah!
You just grab him and just shove him over. Like, while he's distracted by Boulder, you just grab him and just shove him over there. So he goes tumbling down as well. So in the spot where Chan
Felicia.
recently landed, he's going to take some full damage as well.
Neat.
So he takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage. He just goes on the ground there.
3 points of
Wicked.
altering damage. What?
He's not looking good.
Nice.
Hits the floor. Anything you'd like to do with your bonus action or movement?
Okay.
He needs to go
Oh.
down here now.
I'm obviously gonna be like "Ugh," this time instead of an
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit more like into this because I'm
Yeah.
like, my friends are hurt. So I'm gonna move into B16 to try and like confront the little guy.
Okay,
4
so
foot.
10. Yeah, if you kind of go like there, or even there, probably you get a good sight on him.
Cool. Thanks.
Cool. Your turn. It's now the brute's turn. He's just been chucked off the railing and hit the floor. I'm gonna roll dice to see if he goes after Brask and Atali, or if he goes after Chad and the cart. No, actually, I'm not gonna do that because he was intimidated, and the point was his plan was to retreat to the cart, so he's gonna maintain that plan. Actually, that was the point of the intimidation check.
Damn.
He's
Wow, that was
not good
very
for Chad,
close.
but so he
That
gets
sounded
up
very loud.
and he's gonna use his movement. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15. Sees Chad, and he's gonna jump on the car as well and get to there.
Oh my god.
But that was his action. It was his action to get there. However, he's going to roll to see if he gets back his provoke ability. He does get his provoke ability.
What?
Oh no.
So he points to one of the Nervums, like, as he's running, he's like, get him! And you watch as number 5 here. You notice these Nervum, by the way, they don't have like nets and stuff. These don't appear to be trappers. They appear to be like just Nervum.
Just beats.
This one turns and gets his little dagger and is going to try and get you, Chad, with his little dagger.
That 5 or 4?
5.
5.
And basically the big guy was like, do something about him! That probably won't hit you, I imagine. With a dagger, that is only an 11 to hit.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, it doesn't
Nice.
work, unfortunately. So this guy tries to hit you with a dagger, but it just hits like your leg armor and just like scrapes off, and it's like,
Good.
so that's the brute's turn. It is now the various Nervins and Nervin trappers' turns.
Very good. Right.
Let me just think about what they're doing. So you've technically lost sight of the ones downstairs because you left that floor.
We should stay
Bless you.
downstairs.
I'm clearly allergic to nerving, guys.
Yeah.
Must be it. Then the one upstairs can see you approaching Christina, and is going to attempt to hit you with a crossbow.
Oh god.
Does a 16 hit you?
My armor class is 12, so
Yes, unfortunately
yeah.
it does.
Oh, 1 second.
Not high damage. Right, I guess that's depending on what you think. 5 points of damage.
Oh,
Not as
what?
high as it could have been, I should say.
That's a lot.
Oh, I'm getting a bit
Dizzy.
poorly.
And then downstairs, the two
Oh,
the
downstairs.
two are trying to pull the cart.
Not that I want Christina to be suffering any more than she already is, but is that a lingering thing for that one as well?
No, because a lingering injury only comes from a critical hit or if someone gets knocked unconscious.
Oh right, okay, cool.
So it's not to do with the nerve then.
I thought it was something to do with their arrows. Right, okay.
No, it's a critical hit or you get knocked unconscious. That is a injury check.
Right. I won't bother trying to stab someone with this arrow in that case.
Oh, right, I see what you mean. You still absolutely can. It's a cool moment, but no, unfortunately not. If you do want to try and cause an injury to one of them, I have written up some of my custom rules for causing an injury to a creature.
Yeah.
If you want, while we're doing this, Will, if you go into our Discord channel under handouts,
Yep.
there's a page at Google Docs I've linked to called Actions in Combat, and in there,
Yep.
under the attack, there is like causing an injury. You can have a little read of the rules there and
Reading
see
it
if you
now.
can figure out how to do that. It does require some setup, but you might be able to pull it off. But anyway, these guys here. So one of them is going to try and attack Daisy, as Daisy just bit it.
Ugh.
No,
Ooh.
that's mean.
It is mean. With its dagger, that is a 15 to hit, which I am pretty sure hits Daisy. It does. It's going to roll some damage. So you watch as Daisy bit this one, and one just kicks up and then gets the dagger and just like slashes it across Daisy. You hear
No!
it, and Daisy just sort of hits the floor and is currently unmoving.
Ah.
No! I don't need that.
The other
This is
nerve,
why we should have taken Daisy home first.
number 5, is going to try and hit Chad again.
Oh my god.
Probably not with a. That's a 16.
No.
No. So again, tries to hit you with a dagger and just hits your leg armor.
It's just gonna be like, these are very expensive greaves. You stop scratching my leg armor.
That's... One of my friends who's watching the stream just sent me a meme of someone going, "Don't." As I attacked Daisy.
Yeah. I mean, don't. Yeah, of course, don't.
Just don't. Just,
I hear you
just
loud and
don't.
clear, Ben. Just so you know.
Don't do it, Adam.
Anyway, Pebble, it's your
Bold.
go.
That's just gonna make him want to do it more.
So,
Boulder, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I am descending
Okay.
into the.
So you're gonna clunkily like
I'm
making your
here
way
now.
around. You kind of
Um,
drop down to the barrels above.
Yes, and I'm gonna use a heal skit. Use a heal skit. How many heal skit do I have?
So, I think you have the one healer's kit, but you have charges for it.
Would you have both?
Let's have a look. Let me have a look. So this is using the healer's feat. So we're under the feat section.
Oh right.
Healer. When you use a healer's kit to stabilize a dying creature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying.
Yeah. That creature also regains.
I like the idea that
Wait.
Tali actually woke up halfway. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm dying.
So basically, as you run
No,
over,
one
so it
second.
doesn't. You don't need to roll anything. As you run over and you use an action, you use one use of your healer's kit. You have 10 uses. Tali, you stabilize and gain 1 HP.
So I'm near Tali. Again, 1 HP, and then
So you big boulder kind of reaches down and gets at this like now enlarged healer's kit and starts wrapping you up in
Yes.
this huge
Just-
bandage.
from nets to basically wrapping.
You have been cocooned.
Yes.
I will say,
You must
that-
heal.
Can
I will
you,
also
if you're gonna do like the wrapping, can you maybe like deal with my ankle so I
Yeah,
can
I mean-
walk?
No, I mean
that is essentially what's happening.
yeah.
But wraps up your leg and ankle as much as can, and technically speaking, you are still trapped in net. But with Pebble's size, Pebble just like tosses the net away and wraps you up. We'll say
Yes.
so. That is your action, Pebble, and Tali, you have 1 HP.
Back.
Can
You're
I,
awake, you're conscious.
can I
You
do
open
a
your eyes, they
little
flutter
bonus?
awake as you look up and you see
A giant pebble.
a very big pebble.
Yes.
Pebble.
Did
Ah!
I hit my head? Why?
Um,
Why?
Yeah, and I say, don't worry. Can
any bonus
I,
actions, Pebble?
as a bonus action, can I just go towards the brute? Or no, is that not a bonus? No, that's
You can make your way towards the door because
Right.
you still have some movement left. So
Can
basically,
I
you can get towards-
enter through the door? Like, can I in my next turn or whatever?
I will say,
Yeah.
with a few movement, you can get to the door, and with a bonus action, you can start squeezing your way
Yes.
into that room.
So I'm.
So what I'm gonna do is gonna,
Here.
yeah, it's kind of more like that. But you
Well,
watch
that,
as
yeah.
Chad, you can basically see this. You see his Pebble's like big head is starting to like go through the door, like.
He's blocking, effectively blocking the door now.
Yes.
He is blocking the door now.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh
no,
my
technically
God.
speaking, you can move for a friendly creature space, so you can probably tuck underneath him if you need to. Anyway, it's your turn, Pebble. Tali, it's now your turn.
My turn. All right, so we're back, which is good.
Yes,
Okay,
very
so
good.
she's gonna go grab her holy symbol,
Mhm.
and she's gonna go say something again, something in celestial that wouldn't be sort of couldn't make it out to everybody around. But then from the holy symbol, there will be like purple, like kind of like starry, like light that just starts to emanate from her and around her in a 30-foot radius. For Adam's sake, I'm using the what's it called? The Twilight
okay.
Sanctuary.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's give it a little radius thing on your doodad.
So it's a sphere that is centered on me and lasts for 1 minute, or until I'm incapacitated or die.
Bam.
Wow.
It's a big radius, 30 foot, right? Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
That's my action.
So you watch as like pouring out of Tali, there is this kind of like purple, like starry kind of scape starts to stretch out. It probably doesn't actually reach outside the room they're in, but
You know,
other than that,
if I move, can it also?
yes. In terms of moving, so Brass sets you down. You are currently moving at half speed because of this just insane pain in your leg. Although bandage, it obviously has not removed the pain and the injury you're dealing with.
That's fine. Brass can act as my like crutch. You can help
And I
me
will
along.
say that you have to, yeah, you need to use a cane or a crutch at the moment. Like you can either use your glaive or lean on Brask.
We can lean. I mean, Brass can come with. You can lean on Brass, and then if he needs to do stuff, I can just lean against the wall. So we're just gonna move. Just like go on Brass. They need help, and then we're gonna move.
Okay.
Because I guess that Tali can hear like a commotion outside, right?
I would also, yeah. Also, does this radius go upstairs?
Yeah, it goes up and down, technically down as
Ooh.
well. Again, it wouldn't pass through like solid walls or floors,
right.
but technically speaking, yes.
But it passes through Pebble, even if he's obstructing the way, right?
Yeah, the door's open, so it'll spill through.
So it's healing Chad at the moment.
Yeah. So what is it? What remind me what it does?
Well, we'll get to that. Cause so, hey, just a quick question. So if I move, basically, I want to move close to the commotion, but I also want to not be attacked in line of sight to be attacked.
That's
So where you are now is kind of that.
Is there? That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's fine as well. Again, Pebble does largely block up everything. So
Yeah, we'll stay here. So what happens with this is that whenever a creature, including myself, ends its turn in the sphere, they can get 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points.
Cool.
They're all they can end one effect, calling charmed or frightened status. So yes,
So I assume you're going to use that on yourself.
I am indeed. 'Cause I don't think I really have anything else going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to gain myself 1d6 plus 2 hit points, temporary hit points.
Neat.
Ooh, it is a 6. Good. Yeah.
Okay. You have 6 temporary hit points.
Yes, please.
Obviously, worth mentioning to everyone, temporary hit points don't stack, so if you have, say, 6 and you use his ability again, it wouldn't replace anything else. It would just replace each other. Cool. Any bonus actions, or is that your turn?
I think that will be my turn. I don't really think I have much.
That is fine. Cool, that is you done. Chad, Renethius! You weirdly enough, as you're standing on this thing, you have been basked in this kind of purplish, like light. It's like almost like small star points have appeared in the sky, and you're kind of in this twilight light.
Very nice. Have I healed from that at all, or is that
Not
just
It's
yet.
the end of your turn.
end of my turn? End of this turn. Okay, right.
End of your turn, you
that's
get
it.
temporary hit points.
Right. Sorry, I was definitely listening when all of that was being
I
said.
can tell.
Yeah. What's Chad gonna do? Right. So Chad's gonna take a swing at a big man. Now my longsword is my longsword. If I wanted to do two-handed thing, would my longsword and then the arrow that I'm holding count?
So you
Or
wanna
is
do
that
two,
asking
do
too
you want to? So
So
Do-
two
do
weapon
yes.
fighting. Yeah.
as you can do, you'd have to put the shield away.
Yeah.
So you reduce your armor class by 2 by unequipping the shield, but then technically you could use a sword, and yes, and the arrow. The arrow would count as it's an improvised weapon, so it wouldn't be that deadly.
I'll stick with the shield. With the
Okay.
shield. Actually, in that
Okay.
case. So yeah, gonna go for a longsword strike on big man.
Mhm.
But I need to do the Constitution saving throw before I do that, don't I?
You do indeed.
That was
Yay!
a 16 to hit, so let me do the Constitution. That is a 10 Constitution saving throw.
Unfortunately, this time you fail.
Oh,
So
no.
you go to swing, you're like, that pain just hits you again, and you suddenly freeze up. Your action is wasted, and you don't have any reactions this turn.
That's a bit mean.
Well, that's it then, isn't it? Cool.
Yep.
Yep.
It's now Brask's turn.
God damn.
Roth would have
Damn.
moved with Tali, right? Oh, well, actually, maybe not, because
Maybe not. Let's see what he does. I mean, Brask can hear like commotion going on now. Brask wants to be involved in that.
Yep.
So Brask is gonna move his way. How far can he get? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna like squirm his
Oh
way
no!
through.
How?
I don't know. It's very, very slippery.
The same way he did it at the toy store, at the antique store, where he was like, and he didn't touch anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did he
Yeah.
start? I think what the
just
only,
these
Amazing.
moments of like Brass becomes liquid and like slithers around.
the other thing he might do. Hold on a minute. Let me just try to test something on the old.
Oh, I know. Oh, but it's not a glass window.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I feel like this is what he would do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
good.
So you watch as this commotion is going, Pebble, you have clearly blocked this route, and Brass is a big boy, so it actually wouldn't make sense to do it. So you watch as he just turns and runs into the room you don't see. And then you just hear a...
That
Brass-
didn't register at all, but yeah, I know what sound
I hadn't
you
moved it
did.
yet.
Yeah.
So you just go, smashes through the window, and as he does, he brandishes his dragon fang and throws it down towards the number 4.
Nice.
A natural 20.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Brass.
Round-
Brass.
round-
Brass. Brass.
Round. Oh, this is gonna be stupid amount of damage.
Hey,
That's what we need.
indeed.
Yes.
You watch as he just smashing out the window. You see Dragonfang Chad as you're kind of there, like clutching it. You watch as this guy, the one who just slashed at Daisy, suddenly just goes dunk as the boomerang just bounces off his head and starts to and fly back down towards that smashing sound you just heard. That guy's gone. Down in one.
Yay!
God!
This guy just flumps to the floor.
Chad's gonna be like, "Yeah, oh."
Neat.
Ryan would be proud.
I just want. I mean, I don't know if it plays with Rusk's character, but he's like instinctive, and he knows that number 4 has done some shady things to an innocent creature.
Speaking of innocent creature, Daisy's going to make a death saving throw.
She's gonna gain temporary hit points, so at the end of her turn, she's in the sphere, so it's all right.
Oh, technically, Chad also should have done that as well.
nice.
Yes. How many
Yeah.
temporary hit points is that?
1d6 plus 2. So roll a d6.
Let's roll d6. 5 plus 2, that's 7
Hell
temporary hit
yeah.
points. Thank you very much, Dali.
You know how to add temporary hit points in D&D Beyond.
I have just done it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
so
And Brass
Brass-
gets that too.
Yeah, he will. So he gets... How much is it? Plus what? 2?
Plus 2, yeah.
He gets 3. But anyway, Daisy, like I said, is going to make a death saving throw. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what it is. So,
But she gets to hit temporary hit points.
I'll give her temporary hit points, sure.
Does it not? No?
Doesn't heal, unfortunately, so...
Wow.
Technically, I'll say it might protect her from taking any more damage, but it doesn't
Nice.
stop her from dying.
That's something.
So I'll leave it there to remind me.
It's fine, I can save her.
Anyway,
Let's.
end of her turn. Back to the top. Christina.
I have a question before we
Go on.
start the Christina in the Christina world. Technically, there's the hole where the chain is. Therefore, the healing sphere would have penetrated through where Christina is.
That's true.
Just
Sure.
Doors are open.
Yeah,
Yes!
sure, why not? I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
It doesn't happen to the end of her turn anyway. So, anyway,
Yeah.
Christina, what are you doing with your turn? There's obviously still this Nervim hiding behind the crane.
Get that little fudge
Yeah.
with an eldritch blast.
Hell
Yay.
This
yeah.
time, I'm gonna map out the feeling of what it was like to kill the other two. So it's less of a more of a.
Yes!
Oh.
I'm liking this so much.
So roll a hit.
The adrenaline's just got to you. 18!
18 will hit. Roll damage.
God. 5.
5 points of damage, okay?
That's alright.
It takes a big hit, still standing, which is like,
Cool.
to action. If you want, I don't know, you have a bonus action. You still have, technically, you still have Hex on the big guy downstairs, so
Yep,
that'll last for now.
grand.
Cool, that's in your turn. Speaking of the big guy downstairs, it's his turn.
Ugh.
One sec. Let me change. Oh dear.
Oh,
There we
Christina, you get 1d6 temporary hit points.
1d6
Roll a
plus
D6.
2. Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on getting rid of my dice roller. It's not helpful.
Eek.
1d6. 1.
1.
Plus
Okay,
two.
so you get
3.
So you get 3 temporary hit points.
3.
Temporary
Okay.
If you,
though.
if you click on the HP bit at the top right of the page, you can add temporary hit
first
points.
time we've
It's like a
used them.
separate box.
Yep.
Done. Good.
Alright.
The big guy.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna roll again for the guy to see because he had lost sight on old Pebble, but now Pebble is now pushing his head through the
Yes.
door.
He would have heads, right?
And yeah, he rolled very low again.
Oh.
So that's a 5 on the dice, so it's not very high. What's he gonna do? I think this guy, seeing that things are not turning out his way, is going to use his bonus action to use his nimble escape ability. So he takes a disengage action as a bonus action. And he's gonna get the fuck out of Dodge. So bonus action,
damn it.
disengage, action to dash. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Out
Just
of the map.
you watch as he disappears off the map. I'm gonna put him down here for now.
Ooh.
As he just
Dang.
like
Yay!
looks around, is like, it's me!
Where is he?
And just runs and jumps and starts just scuttling off down the street. That's his turn.
Alright.
How
Um,
dare he?
Yeah, right?
I know.
you can chase after him. Just because he's off the map
Oh,
doesn't mean
damn it.
he's out of sight.
I
I
wanted
I
to-
can't push
He
him. that
didn't
way.
even. He disengaged. He didn't even let us have an attack of opportunity.
This is the other thing that Nervim are good at, is getting the fuck away when they want to.
Even
Um,
if like I would have loved to have like a spell slot and cast Expeditious Retreat while I'm large. Because that would be like comically counter intuitive. But
Now
yeah,
the
that's
rest of the Nervim's turn. Hearing this call of retreat, number 8, up with you, Christina, is just going to run and jump straight for the roof.
it. 1 second.
Well, it's coming down to the ground floor anyway.
Yeah.
So Chad, next to you, you suddenly watch the Nervim just goes, "Ah!" Bonk, it lands next to you.
Oh dear. Not another one.
He takes some fall damage on his way down.
Oh.
You watch as he goes and just falls unconscious. And just hits.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's gonna just be like, yeah, there's a chain.
Yes.
Climb next time, idiot.
Number 5 is going to also disengage and start running away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, blah, 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 off the map as well. And the 2 in the basement, you don't know what they're doing. So, Pebble,
Here
your
anyone?
turn.
So
I don't see
okay,
it.
so there's nothing to do there. Oh, there is something to do.
You could heal.
Yes, indeed.
I can also heal
Uh,
Daisy, but depends if we want to use the healing kit or not, I guess.
what's the advantage of each of our healings?
Mine,
thank you.
the resource I'm going to use basically comes back like it's a thing I can do per long rest.
Okay.
What I would say is, you don't have time to debate this. What do you do,
That's fair.
Pebble? You see a
Right.
dying dog.
Yes.
How do you respond?
I go towards the dying dog.
There we go.
I go here,
So, big Pebble was.
Oh.
and I use the healing kit. I don't know how to mark it off though.
Yeah,
My
there
turn.
annoyingly isn't a way. We'll just have to
Ah.
remember it. It's
Okay.
fine. Or maybe we'll just say that, whatever. Anyway, use another charge, and Daisy comes back to 1 HP. Daisy sort of weakly like, oh, and starts like licking your hand as you're bandaging her up. It's like,
Oh, this is nice.
so that's your action.
Wouldn't Daisy be like afraid of a giant human?
We had a giant human who just healed her, so
yeah. Anyway.
swings and roundabouts. So you still smell the same. You're still Pebble, and you're the one who talked to her before and helped her. So I don't know.
My smell is just
Go drink a
larger.
dog. I feel like a dog. Yes. Yep. Anyway, anything else you're doing with your turn?
I don't know, man.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's at will, and it doesn't take any slots. I'm gonna speak with Daisy, and no, but that's
It doesn't use any
bonus, no.
slots, but it does use your action to start it
yeah,
and stop
yeah,
it.
no.
Um,
Then no.
yeah,
I'm just
that's
gonna
fine.
pet Daisy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just gonna
Charlie!
pet. No.
Oh dear.
No. I'm gonna pet Daisy delicately.
Well, can't really get very far.
Mhm. You've heard this
Um,
call for retreat, and you've heard people scampering off.
Yeah. Yeah, but the barrel is still in the cart, right?
You're not in that room, but yes.
Okay, sure, but mm-mm-mm. I don't know.
Well, I like the definitely not Pirates of the Caribbean music. It's
I know, right?
Because everyone who's run away, they're like fairly far away.
Yes.
So
It's distinctly different there, Will.
It is.
Don't you be dissing my oceanic adventure.
Oceanic adventure.
That's actually what it's called.
That is the name of the song.
how
They knew what they were doing there. They knew what they were doing.
how far can Tali throw a net?
I'll say on the item.
Depends how heavy depends how heavy that is.
Oh, I guess it.
I think 10 feet is the furthest. 15.
15,
There you
I
go.
think.
So not very. One of these
Can
days we're going
I-
to go over that joke.
Yeah,
But
I'll move.
I'm
I'll
not
move.
sorry.
So
No,
I'm
we're
like,
not. I'm not.
I'll move so I'm like in the room.
Mhm.
But I don't know like what's in the barrel. Daisy's being taken care of. That's fine.
Mhm. You probably would still see a barrel that's kind of like rocking around, and as you get into this room, like it's not quiet, it's muffled. Help! What's out there? Help!
Can I get onto the cart?
Yeah, sure.
I could like
Kinda
bang.
clamber
And
over
go
it.
for
You
a
are still
wild
limping,
ride.
don't forget.
Yeah,
so just
but
probably about as far as you get.
that's my 15. Can I reach
Yeah.
the barrel?
Yeah, why not?
Can I like? I have a dagger. Can I like just try and open like?
Yeah,
Is it sealed like properly?
It does seem to be sealed.
So there's no air holes in this thing.
There is a few like little air holes in it.
Okay, that's fine.
Make me a strength check, see if you can just like wrench it open.
Can I not make an attack roll with the dagger?
You can if you like proper like slashing at it. But if you're trying
Well, I
to
thought
like
I was
strategic,
gonna like cut into it.
yes, that's a strength check. To kind of cut into it. Otherwise, you're attacking it, and you might hit a gnome.
Gnomes are small, right? But I noticed that. This is my time. A 20.
Yes.
20. Hell
Yes.
yeah. So you kind
Polly's
of like
fucking
wedge,
sick of this shit.
you kind of wedge the dagger in somewhere. You actually like pull out the board and you tear open some of these boards, and like the whole like lid starts to come apart, and you see inside of this barrel. I'll give my note back.
Cause a lingering injury on the barrel.
Yes. Where is my note?
She would have
Oh, there
said
you go.
before opening the barrel. My name is Tali. I am Tali. That's me. I'm helping. I'm just hold on.
You tear open the lid of the barrel, and you see inside not a gnomish man. You can see inside a female dwarf, just like, oh, thank you for letting me out. Oh. And she starts clambering her way out. And you see that this dwarf woman has like a shaved head with like tattoos on her head.
Ooh.
And it's quite muscular. Looks maybe like they might have been like a blacksmith or something. Just climbing her way. I was like, oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Are there? Hang on. So, are there more people in barrels?
We'll come out to it in a bit. So that's your turn. As you continue.
She would maybe like I don't know like again talking how free it is, but like because she does know there are two other Gnome downstairs, so she would like to relay that information to the rest of the party.
Yep,
Like,
you can
what's
do-
the other exits? There's two more down and barrels. There could be more people.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
They were obviously. Chad doesn't know it, but they were loading another barrel into the winch.
They were. Anyway, that's your turn. So, Chad, speaking of, is your turn.
Now, Chad's been through been through it a little bit here. Is he still able to run at full pace?
Yeah, your movement speed has not been changed by this. It's just your ability to
Lovely.
take actions.
Chad's been insulted. He's been that big bruiser one is definitely on his list. Chad's gonna before probably he's even noticed that the man, the gnome isn't in the barrel. Chad's already taking off and chasing after the brute.
Okay,
I don't know
so
how you
go.
would like me to represent that on the thing, but presumably that's a full dash action.
Yeah, it'll
be
be a
a
full
full
dash
50
action, so
feet.
you're going to start charging off like after them, okay? We'll come to that in a second. So you're going to start dashing off that way.
And he's going to be readying his crossbow as he goes for
I
that.
think Brass is going to follow you, honestly. Brass will
Yeah.
come dashing with you. We'll come to that in a second.
Makes sense.
So Daisy is trying to conscious. He's fine. So what we'll do is we'll kind of take this as two different things. So we'll start with the chase. So Chad and Brask, you can see kind of up ahead, running down the street. You see these two Nervin. They seem to be ducking towards another building or an alleyway. Just roll me with advantage because Brask is helping. Roll me a perception check to see how well you can keep up with these guys as they're attempting to lose you in the crowd. leaves you in the street.
That is a 16.
And I roll for them.
Also, temporary hit points don't stack, do they?
No, they reset.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll for mine. I'm gonna
You should roll for
that.
yours.
Yeah. As you start running up the street, chasing after them, you duck down into sort of the alleyway between two other buildings that you saw them run down. And as you turn that corner, they are just gone. They are nowhere to be seen. Like, you see a long stretch of an alleyway in front of you, and there is just nothing there. They rolled a natural 20 on their stealth check.
Oh my
wow.
god.
So, yeah, we'll say you spend a bit more time kind of looking around, trying to find more tracks of them, but unfortunately, you and Brask are not able to find them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a Guy Ritchie moment. It's like to go around the corner and just go. They're gone. They're gone. Gonna start walking back.
Yeah, so you two you'll rejoin the group in a second, but we'll drop the combat music now as we pick back up
Ooh.
the rest of the people in the older brewery.
Cool.
As the sort of adrenaline starts to wear down, Tali, that leg starts to hurt more and more. You find your magic is it's almost like helping you a little bit. How long does the Twilight Sanctuary last?
Oh, it's for a minute.
A minute, okay.
So
This is a bit longer.
Can I do some sort of a medicine check on myself to figure out what
Yes.
the extent of this injury?
Yeah, we'll do it in a second because as you ask, the dwarf responds to your question. I'm just saying, you can start to feel this throbbing now as the adrenaline seems to be wearing off. Just like, I think I heard another voice downstairs. There might have been one more personal. When I was down, well, she didn't say downstairs. Wherever they were keeping me, I think I heard someone else, another voice. I don't know where that was.
In the basement, Talia says.
Yeah, maybe that. I felt them like lifting me and dragging me around. So
That's the thing. Like, this is like a bit meta, but like, so from the basement, they charge the barrels with people in there, and they just go through the top floor and then down into the car. Like, that's a massive effort for such a
So they need to keep them in the cool basement. When this is a brewery, you keep beer in a cool basement.
Okay.
You use a lift to take it to the top floor, as it turns out, and then they use a crane to lower it onto the car because that's easier on everyone involved than trying to lift it from a basement onto a car.
I don't know. Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying that's how all breweries work. I'm saying that's how this brewery works. But
Neat.
you think, and then the Nervim have just used that process that already existed,
Yeah.
which is why it's inefficient because it's not.
I mean,
it wasn't purposely built to kidnapping people.
I guess in response to this dwarf, then Tali, maybe, I don't know if she can shout up to Christina. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. You can shout, Christina. Like,
Christina, are they moving another barrel?
the chains
No.
and the pulley system have stopped moving. So
No!
There could be someone in the basement in a barrel.
Okay, I'll go and look now.
Well, take some Pebble, go with her.
Okay. Yeah, am I like, how long does this last?
you
for?
have no idea. This might be
right.
permanent. You don't know.
Let's go.
Tali maybe goes. As
And
well.
I struggle there for a bit as well at the door.
Well, as you're having these conversations, people start to move. That minute wears off, and Tali starts to this pain really starts to kick in your leg. Roll me a medicine check. You're kind of.
I will.
Fine.
Natural 20 plus 3.
Natural 20, okay.
23.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Blessed.
So
I'm
you know
like-
exactly what the problem here is that the way the bolt was gone through your leg, it's severed a lot of the nerves and gone straight through the bone.
Oh.
Do you think if this isn't dealt with soon, this would probably with that medicine check alone, you know that this you need to start treating clean this very quickly, otherwise you'd have to lose the foot.
how?
But
how
even
does
then,
one-
even if you do start to like clean it and look after it, you're still it's without the real strong magic, like you're not going to heal that those muscles and those bones back, you're gonna struggle to walk on this. So to some ways, it might be easier to amputate and have like a prosthetic, or you can continue to limp. You know, for the very least, you should probably not be walking on it right now,
Oh dear.
and you should probably stay put.
Is there like do with the rolls, like do I know like what I would need to be able to clean it, heal it?
Let me check my notes.
Can my healing hands help me to heal it?
So I'll say your healing hands can help, not kind of like cauterize the room, I guess, but also clean it. Like you would make sure that the infection doesn't kick in. In terms of actually like properly restoring the muscle and tissue, it might take maybe a period of like sustained healing, like magic, to kind of recover that.
Oh, wow.
That's not a quick fix. There is powerful magic that can just do it instantly, but you don't have access to that, and no one you've ever known has access to that level of magic.
Well, I was gonna ask if my healer's kit helped, but I don't think it will.
Maybe sort of like if you use a healer's kit over a period of maybe a week or two, it might start to recover.
Every day?
Every day, and probably while not moving. Like resting that foot.
Okay,
This is a very bad injury, and it is only by the grace of that natural 20 you think there might be a way to recover the foot. But you also are quite aware that it is probably in some ways easier to lose the foot.
Yeah, but then I would have to chop it off myself. So
You can go to a surgeon or something.
I could. I could. Okay. Well,
That'll do
let's
it.
at least.
No,
Because there's a
fun for everyone.
arrow in the arrow, right?
Yeah,
It's
there's
in
an arrow.
through.
It's gone right foot through the ankle, and it's sticking out the other side.
It's
So at least
getting-
gonna I would at least like to cut the arrow
Yeah.
down so it's not like fucking
Yeah.
giant thing. So cut it down, not taking it out because that's a terrible idea.
Think about
Yeah.
it on the positive side. It's giving your foot an extra angle of movement. No. Sorry.
But while you're doing
So
that, I
sorry.
imagine, Tali, you probably sit down in the cart so you stop putting pressure on it. Pebble and Christina, you're going to start. What were you doing?
I'm struggling with the door, mate.
Is that so is that we saying that's using my healing hands?
Yes, use your healing
That's
hands.
fine. I have to get 2 HP.
Yeah. But Pebble and Christina, are you making your way down to the basement?
I'm
Was that plan?
struggling here.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Pebble is a squeeze, but you do make it. I'm going to stop moving people on the map and stuff. You make yourself down the basement, and you see that the basement has been abandoned. Not that you had been there, again, find that kind of 2-foot high water in this kind of ice cold cellar. And there is just one barrel that's been left kind of near the bottom of what would have been the lift, and you can see there's just kind of another muffle like, "Whoop! Whoop!"
1 second. Why aren't the Gnome, like, not that I would know, but why aren't the Gnome here? There's no other escape route.
There absolutely is. There's the back door in
Yeah.
B9 that
Oh,
Chad
right,
opened.
yeah,
And Brass was
Yeah.
blocking for a while, but then stopped blocking it.
Of course.
So
Fantastic.
you would probably see as you go through B9, that door is just open.
Cool. So we're, I haven't dropped my icon towards the...
No, you don't need to. We're going to stop. You don't need to use. If you want, you can even turn the map off
Right.
now.
Yeah,
Although we're not going to use it anymore.
Cool.
But you make your way down the basement, and you see, kind of in the 2-foot high water, this barrel just like rocking back and forward and just going.
Fantastic. So yeah, I start.
Pebble
trying
and
to-
Christina see.
Oh yeah.
Christina can see in the dark. As an
Oh,
elvish,
can
you
I?
have
I
dark
can't
vision.
see in the dark. can
Pebble
I?
cannot. Pebble, you are struggling to fit down these stairs, down into the basement, and you also can't see in the dark, so you can just hear that's kind of screaming. I imagine maybe
Fantastic.
you stay on the stairs as Christina goes and finds this barrel.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Does the barrel just open?
It seems to be like shut. You try and look for like a lid or anything. There's no like opening. It seems to be sealed shut.
Right. Oh. Well, I have another dagger.
Mhm.
So I'll probably use that and then, like, somehow pry open the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, go for it. So roll me a strength check to see if you can wrench this open.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, with the wrench, like kind of like lean into it, it starts to pull apart, and you see inside of it a small gnomish man. It's like, oh, thank you. Oh, I thought I was gonna die in here. Oh, who are you? And just like pulling his way out of this barrel.
We are small and mighty.
Yay!
Yes.
The
Roll
look on his face of confusion is like, I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Sorry.
Wah, wah, wah.
Just come this way. We'll get you safe and
Sure.
maybe
Okay.
find you a biscuit or a bun or something.
Thanks. How did you find me?
That's
it's
a
long
bit of a
story.
long story.
Yeah.
And he's following you up towards the stairs, and obviously runs into a giant pebble. Like, oh, that's a big man.
It's fine. He's with us. Don't
did-
worry. He's not gonna eat you.
I didn't used to be like this.
This pebble's like, help.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I don't want to be big anymore.
Everything's heavy. It's like,
But this
I
gnomish
never
man
asked for
follows
this.
you upstairs.
everything's a struggle.
This time, probably Chad and Brass, you return. Before you're able to say anything, Chad, Brass just shouts to your fellows like, "We failed!" and is just like slouching as he kind of like slumping along.
Chad's gonna pat him on the shoulder and is gonna reassure him. He's like, Brask, don't worry. Look, the slippery little rodent people, absolutely fine. That throw that you did just now, though, top notch, absolutely top notch. You should be really proud of yourself.
He pokes up a little bit as you play into his ego. Yes, you return to that the loading. I assume like everyone now is kind of returning back to that sort of like garage section.
Yep.
What do you say to each other? What do you do?
Please make this stop. I want to be small. Please. Someone? Anyone?
How
I'm
did
freaking
you do this?
So when I mean well.
Was it an accident?
Yes.
When did it happen?
How much does Pebble know? That's like meta. When
And you know about the incident, and you know that the incident happened, and then ever since then, magic has been happening.
Yeah. Before the incident, could I do magic and shit didn't happen? Or
Nope, none
it's
of that
just-
happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do stuff that I don't want to do. When I try using the M word.
Adam, does Tali know about people like
Roll
that?
me an Arcana check.
That's fine. Ooh, an 18.
18, okay.
Now the
Um,
rolls are good.
So I can't, as you were saying last time, like you know that for a lot of people, magic is tied to emotions. But you have heard of people who really like not in the way that like Christina is just struggling to learn how to control her emotions, and there are people whose emotions are like their magic is so out of control that their emotions are almost not tied to it necessarily, and things just happen around them almost randomly. You have heard of them. The Abbey refers to them as wild magic sorcerers. Or refers to it as wild magic, I should say. The term sorcerer probably wouldn't be used.
I see. Okay. Yeah, Tali kind of is in like thinking face, but also then like doubled over in pain because my ankle is really sore.
Yeah. But-
Sort of like grimacing.
Ah!
Yeah, but she's trying to like contain it so that she doesn't look like she's struggling because she has to be like, not struggling, has to be able to do things. So she's just like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine both Tali and Chad have the same response, which is trying to put on the brave face so they don't appear weak in front of
Yes.
the rest of the
Yeah.
group.
Oh, that's kind of. you.
Chad's gonna go up to Tali and just be like, "Oh yeah, so they got you pretty good too. Yeah, mine's much worse though. Yeah, but you know,
Is it? Because you seem fine.
I mean, I'm just that strong, you know. It's just the way I am. That does look pretty. You should probably see someone about that. It looks like it stings. Yeah.
As you're having this awkward conversation, it's suddenly interrupted by a sudden loud, and you watch as Daisy runs across the room and jumps onto this gnome you have rescued and starts licking his face. And the gnome was like, yeah, "What, Daisy? Daisy, what are you doing here?"
She
Achievement
Let-
unlocked. Sorry.
us to you.
She's like, What? What do you mean? Daisy, you were supposed to be at home.
She ran away to find you for what's her name? What's the small girl's name? Tibbet?
Tippet.
For Tibbet, because she missed you.
And you see the gnome is just like, "Oh, good girl, Daisy, good girl."
She is a very good
Oh,
girl.
Tibbet
yes.
must be so upset. And looked up towards like, can I go home now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We'll
Well, with
accompany
us.
you to make sure nothing happens.
That would be very appreciated.
Brask. You seem to be mostly fine, and Pebble, you're enormous.
Yes.
Would you be able to perhaps, if the rest of us got into the cart, could you like pull us home?
So Brask and I look at each other and we go, and we pull the car.
That happens.
Do the Gnome have anything of value
Value.
or
Oh,
interest
okay.
upon the corpses? She might ask someone else to check.
What I will say is, as if you're preparing to leave, I'll let probably not Tali, but if you want to do like one last sweep of the building for anything, I'll let everyone do an investigation check.
Yeah, okay.
If someone pulls me the corpses in the car, I can.
Chuck you the corpses.
I
and you
can.
Sort of,
Yeah,
that's
that's.
what Brask will pass you the corpses to search through them.
Can I
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Brask won't do one then.
I will.
Oh boy.
I will help Brask, so I'm not gonna do the investigation check. either.
Okay.
I don't think you should have put this all on me. I got a 7.
7, okay, but
I got 13.
Whoa.
13,
An
okay.
investigation.
And Chad, did you get anything?
Chat.
12.
Investigation. Oh.
12, okay. Right, so looking through the Nervins' bodies, apart from their kind of rusty weapons, you don't really find much. Um,
Lame.
skimming through the rest of the building, however, there isn't too much. Again, you've already grabbed like the coat and stuff. Going through the upper floor, you do, however, find a couple of rooms that you didn't get into originally. You see,
Should I switch to the map or?
nah, that's fine.
No. Okay.
You see a couple of like what appear to be offices.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, the delivery.
He has got a
Here's the
delivery.
delivery.
Well, I'll keep telling you, Christine, and
And
Chad
we
can
shall
be distracted
unbox it
elsewhere.
with
You did
us
the,
now.
rolled the higher initiative investigation anyway.
Yes.
You find these identical offices that just seem to be offices, long unused. There is a desk, a stool, a footlocker in each room, although they are basically empty. There's some basic belongings in there that must be abandoned. Another room contains a desk, another chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange metal contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room. Roll me an intelligence check to see if you know what this is.
Okie doke. Intelligence is here. Oh, I'm quite intelligent actually. 15.
15, okay. I will. I'll just remind you what it says. You basically saw a bunch of offices which are kind of boring and blank. You've just entered a room which has, again, kind of like another office, but has a strange mechanical contraption. And Christina, you see this and you, for whatever reason, you recognize this as a printing press. And it's
Oh.
clearly being used to make beer bottle labels.
Nice.
And for that.
Well,
Um,
my family are in business, so
Okay,
they
cool.
would know about business things.
Probably why. But the main things you find is going through a lot more. You find a kind of large, what appears to be meeting room from the brewery's office, and from there you find what appears to be a main office. There's a big desk, and there's a manifest on the desk recording old past beer shipments from the brewery. And there is also a letter on the desk that looks much newer. The tome is covered in like old dust and stuff. But the letter looks newer, and looks like it would have been wax sealed, but has been opened.
I'm having that letter.
Yeah, okay.
I want to know things.
The first thing you... Go on.
I think. Can I also take a beer from the shop front?
Yes, we'll come back to that. So you'll grab the letter.
Just checking.
There's one other thing in this room. Is attached to the wall. There is kind of like a metal box with what appears to be like a wire and like a cone like hanging on the side of it. And the box has like a cone in the middle of it as well.
A telephone.
What kind of cone? Like I'm picturing like traffic cone.
Not quite like that. Closer to a telephone. Not that. I mean, do you want me intelligence chat? See what you know about it.
Okie doke. My family are in business after all.
You can roll me one, but Chad can roll me one as well.
Oh, I also got 15.
Has Chad gone upstairs?
I'm basically saying good together.
Cool. So intelligence check, you said?
Yes, please, to see if you know what this device is.
No.
Okay.
Good.
You go like, it's a
2.
But Christina, being
Weird.
in business, you do recognise this. This is actually a contraption that is fairly new. It's where you're from. It is it's created here in Bretonshire, so it's only starting to get into your country. But it's called a wired sending station. And it essentially allows you to send recorded messages to a destination. A one-way telephone, essentially.
Okay. So like I can't
voicemail.
Yeah, like voicemail.
Yeah, so it can only send voicemail, not save or receive voicemail.
You can receive as well, but you can't have like a conversation.
And I assume
it doesn't have any recordings saved.
So you go over to it and like you basically like pick up the code and put it to your ear, and there was just kind of this sort of tone of like. But it's also got like a dial on the front of it, so you can put in like a number code if you want to send one. But as far as you can tell, there's no messages.
It sounds like it's full of bees.
Sorry?
Yes, yes, the bees send the messages.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
Okay. What you do see on the device, there is a plaque that says BIS on it.
BIS.
Bees inside, yeah.
Bees inside.
Stands for bees inside. It's a warning sign.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why do they keep this here?
We're broken now.
I am going to get my dagger and like cut the wire just so no one can do anything
cut
dodgy.
the wire, and then that tone, if you're listening to it, just stops.
Very good.
You have that letter.
Start hearing a voice now. Sorry.
Do you look at the letter now, or are you just taking it with you?
Let's look at it now.
So what you notice about this letter is that where it's not like an envelope, it's a piece of paper that has been folded over and then wax sealed. But around that circular wax seal is you see a symbol, what appears to be like a flower, like a rose or something, with a dagger behind it. And let me see if I can actually find a way of sending this to you. I should have planned this ahead of time, but I didn't because I'm stupid.
We're all making it up.
We're all making it up. Apart from I made this up ages ago and then didn't do anything with it. Hold on, I got that idea. I know how to do it. I get those notes. I'll come back in a second. I'll send it to you later. But the actual note itself, when you open it, I should say it's a red flower with a dagger behind it.
Okay.
But when you open up the letter says, "Meet us with the cargo on the 13th of Seeds before midnight at the usual place, and make sure you burn this letter after reading it this time."
Okie
Very
dokie.
bad at following instructions.
Evidently, they did not. But that's what you read.
Okay.
Other than that, there's nothing really you find more in the brewery.
Apart from a beer, which I'm going to
Apart from
have on the
beer.
walk back to the pawn shop.
Yeah.
To deliver the goods Dog and father, yes.
It was a fantastic idea. Yeah, I'll have one of those too.
Yeah, just in the shop front, go get. It's mine.
For now, that is the symbol you see.
Aha!
Ooh.
So it's kind of like flower with a dagger behind it, and the wax seal was right in the center of the flower, and that opens up, and then there's a letter behind it, a letter inside of it. Something like that, clearly.
There is time while that's happening, like with Tali's with like the gnome and the dwarf. They will ask, do either of you know why you might have been targeted?
I mean, while you wait around doing this, the dwarf, unless you had stopped her, she would have wandered off.
Well, we could drop you off if you want.
She's just, I'm alright on my own, thanks. You saved me, that's wonderful. I'm gonna fuck off now.
Okay, no, it's fine.
So unless you're stopping her, she's leaving.
I can't, so
Exactly.
so I guess no.
The gnome will stay, however. He does introduce himself as Milosh, which is the name of the dad that you had heard. Like, I honestly don't really know. I've heard rumors recently that gnomes and dwarves are being kidnapped all over Lowbank. I kind of dismiss them. People go missing all the time in Lowbank, whether crime or just people like to get lost here. So I didn't really pay too much attention to it, until I was kidnapped. But I don't know why, and I know it still could be a coincidence. There was, me and a dwarf, but it would be hard to see how, a human would fit inside a barrel.
Fair.
So I guess putting two together, I guess it's the thing. But I don't know why.
Did the rumors say who might be?
Honestly, I had no information about it. Just people saying that gnomes and dwarves were going missing all over town, or being kidnapped. I mean, I just got. I don't even know what happened. I left work for the evening, on my way home, and then next thing I knew, I was in a net, and then I was unconscious, and then I've woken up a few times in that barrel, screamed for help, and it never came. They opened up a few times to give me food, but not a lot.
Well, you're safe now, and we can return you to your family.
I didn't think I'd ever see them again, so thank you so much.
Oh, that's neat.
No problem.
He's just petting Daisy as he's sitting there. As you're searching through the building and the corpses and etc., about 10 minutes go by, at which point, Pebble, you start to go, ooh, and you shrink back to regular size.
Oh my god, I have to change the name again, which is a bit complicated. Bear with.
Leave it for now. We're near the end of the session.
Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Sure. But I assume you're probably going to all, at this point, make your way back to Hammercott Square Market to return Milosh to his family, I assume. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, kind of, finishing your final business with this, I assume you're taking the letter with you. You start to make your way across town, with Brask probably by himself now, just pulling the cart along as you're kind of being wheeled along across town. And is there anything you want to do, or any conversations you want to have while you're traveling, just so that Sarah can get back for this actual part?
Chad is gonna just be discussing the letter with Christina, because I imagine Chad probably also read it up in the office. Chad's a little bit dazed. What is the date today? That letter says 13th of Deeds, right? What's the date today?
What would I have to roll to find out?
You wouldn't have to roll. I need to get there. I need to find my notes.
Varys, you're gonna have to lip sync what to Adam's answer. So it sounds like it's coming out of your mouth.
I'll send you a message, Christina, and then you can send it yourself.
Okay. I've got my own
I
DM
think you could probably guess.
Yeah. And does Chad recognise
Today is the 13th of Steve.
Ooh.
Oh!
All right.
All right. Did they have a time? Did they have a time and a place written on there, or just a
Tell
date
you what,
and place?
let me copy and paste that into our chat so you can kind of read through it. But it said
Sure.
before midnight, and it didn't have a
Before
place. It
midnight.
said the usual place.
The usual place. And does Chad recognise the emblem?
The emblem. Roll me a history check. In fact, anyone who wants to can roll a history check to see if they recognise this symbol.
That's a 14.
10.
10,
8.
8. Okay.
What are we rolling? Can I roll?
Roll a history check. This is to see if you recognise that symbol. What was discussed while you're away was Chad asked what the date was because he's a bit dazed, and you found out today was the 13th of Seeds, which is the day that was mentioned in the letter. As far as the text goes, I will put that in the chat.
Boy.
In our Discord chat now. If I can get back to Discord on my iPad.
The history check, right? Yeah. I got a 4, so
Well, okay.
probably not.
So, Chad, you rolled a 14, everyone rolled lower, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So the rest of you, nothing. Chad, there is something about this symbol. You can't place it right now, but there's something about this symbol that is familiar to you. You think maybe something about home is related to this memory, like maybe this is a symbol you've seen back in Rivdan, or maybe this is like a symbol of an organization from Rivdan. You can't quite place it.
Right.
Question: was the information in the letter shared out with the party?
I'm trying to do that now. It's just
No, I mean did
yes, I assume it was.
Christina share? Yeah, okay.
I presume so. Chad and Christian just had a conversation about it, so yeah, I guess so. But anyway, well, actually, yeah. Is there anything else you want to discuss about that?
We have to go.
Yeah, you're on the cart moving now.
No. We have in character. We have to go to this meeting.
I'm like pushing the cart with Brask, and I say like,
So I put the text in the
I'm
chat.
not pushing the cart with Brask because I'm small now. It's only
Just Brask
Brask
is
now.
putting the cart along.
So I'm just joining the rest of the crew in the cart. And I'm like,
If you look in the chat, you'll see the text. It
Ooh.
mentions meet at the usual place. You don't know where that is.
That's
cool.
Yeah. Don't know where that is. I'm all for busting up a gnome and dwarf trafficking ring. But we don't know where that is.
I don't think we should fight. I just think we should see. I don't know, like where did they turn up? Who it is? If they.
As much as I don't want to, as much as I don't want to give work to the City Watch, and I'm appreciated that I was right, and that we were able to find the father and the dog, and therefore, quids in for us. Maybe while we're recovering from this, maybe we should just tell the City Watch. Maybe they might have some information about where these people normally meet. Could be the docks. There seem to be a lot of barrels and things being moved around there, but could be anywhere.
Adam, does Tali? How good are the City Watch? And are they in anybody's pockets? Plainly speaking.
You wouldn't really know, Tali. You've not been in the city for that long.
Okay.
The places you've been to, City Watch tend to be fairly inept. They're usually fairly underpaid. A lot of the ones you've seen on your journeys have been corruptible very easily. But you're not aware in Dowbridge of anyone there being anyone's pockets in particular.
We have.
You do remember hearing, however, Burchard mentioned that this is more about the Justicars, but using logic, you might be able to jump to this. Is that the Duchess and then like her henchmen, the Stumped brothers? They were saying that Burchard was saying that the Justicars they wouldn't report you to the Justicars because they wouldn't want to cause trouble. So it's possible they seem to have some sort of power over the area.
But are the City Watch and the Justicars the same? I was under the impression that they were two, like the Justicars were a
They are
subset
separate
of the
organizations.
City Watch.
As I'm saying, you're aware that the Duchess seems to have some sort of control over this area. You might, if you're going to think that the guard might be in anyone's pocket, it might be the Duchess's. But that's not confirmation. You don't know that. I'm just saying.
We don't have that much evidence of what these people were doing, and if the city guard turn up at this meeting, wherever it is, they might see these people, arrest them, and think that's done. But I think there's gonna be someone behind all of this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recognise the symbol. If only any of us recognise it in any way at all. It doesn't ring any bells for me in any way at all. Alas.
Perhaps Burchard would know. He's a local in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a sound chap.
So as you're having this conversation, and the journey continues, eventually you do make your way back to Hammercott Square Market. Milos is returned to his family. There is sort of this disbelief, as you say, as basically you return and
Harley
Miss
is going
Gibson-
to walk inside. Don't care.
Miss Gibson calls for her granddaughter, and there is sort of like a disbelief at first, and then there's like, Milos, you're back. And then before she has a chance to you run to her husband, there's that, Daddy! And you watch as Tibbet just runs from this back room and just hugs her dad's leg. And again, this is like a 1 foot tall girl just like hugging her dad
Oh.
up to like his waist practically. It's like, is there anything you particularly want to say to these people at this point? I'm going to try and wrap this up now, but
I mean, if Chad is going to try and get more money out of them, Tarly is going to try to stop him.
well, kind of before Chad even has a chance, the mother, Laren, she gives you a pouch of money, and she doesn't tell you this, but it's quite clear that this is a heavier pouch of money than the money mentioned in the job. And she's like, honestly, please take this for everything you've done for me and my family. You've done more than I could possibly have hoped. And she just holds this bag of money up for someone to take.
I mean, Tarly is going to just I mean, depends what Chad does, but Tarly will say, we don't need all this money.
That's absolutely gonna be reaching out to be like, oh, thank
I mean,
you so
if
much.
he
No,
goes, she's gonna go.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Greatly appreciated. And all in day's work. We're small and mighty. We're clearly great at our jobs. Tell everyone. And
Take it while he's talking.
She just continues as Chad's kind of like, please take it. The city needs more people like you, and I think you should be appropriately rewarded for what you've done.
Tarly.
couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Tarly will try to take it, whether that's contested or not, I don't know. But
Yeah.
But we can come to that in a sec.
So Chad is. It sounds like Chad and Talia are both going to try and.
Roll me contested dexterity checks. So you get there first.
Oof.
Nice.
Ready?
Okay.
3.
Is there? Hang on, wait. Is there? Because it's not initiative though, is it?
It
But
wasn't. But you want it to be initiative?
Well, it's more. I have a vigilant blessing.
Roll with
so-
advantage. Go for it.
Okay.
This is probably best for the group.
Let's do it. So it's just a d20 plus. Is it just flat dex?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Who goes
I'm
first?
just rolling. A dexterity.
Yes, please. We'll start with Athalia. Why not? It's your
Go on 18.
18.
Oh, Talia wins. 12.
12. Okay.
Yes.
So you do grab the bag. before Chad gets there.
Chad's gonna turn it into a scratching his head.
Yes.
Type thing. Like, great. It's gonna either turn into scratching his head or into a shaking of the hand that used to have the bag of money.
Yeah.
But how much is in this bag?
Quickly
rough.
kind of going through it. I won't mess around too much. There is 500 silver pieces in this gift bag, to double the original reward amount. Also changed the
Okay.
music because I realized that was way too intense for
No,
who's
I
going to
like
get the money.
No, I like that.
I don't know, man. It could be that intense. Okay. Can Charlie take 100 of those and give them back?
Well, you do remember that there is a split in your contract, the way it's supposed to be split.
Oh.
There's an equal. It's split between the party members, and also Berchard gets a cut.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you can take money out of it first before that happens.
No, but like as in to give back to the lady.
Okay.
Oh.
Like it's 500, but we were
Sure.
meant to get 250. So Charlie's gonna take 100 because then it's 400, which is
I see
still
what you're
more than we were expecting.
I
But she
see
can
what you're
get some money back.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I can do.
See if you can convince her to take her own money back.
I'm convinced, Chad, that that's a good idea. Or you can do it sneakily.
Doesn't matter. I have the money.
You can do it sneakily.
I
Chad
don't.
knows the thing.
The 3.
A 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She as you offer her the money back, she's like, "Really, I insist. Please take it. Like, you spend it on equipment or I don't know, but we really need more people like you, and I'd much rather it goes to you than anyone else."
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
If you insist, but take these, and she's gonna produce the woodcarver's tools, and give them to them like free of charge. Like we were going to sell these to you for money, but have them.
You see that Laren is about to again refuse it, but then Miss Gibson's like, "I'll take those. Thank you very much.
What
I can
was
get
that?
some good money
Sorry?
out of those."
You know, there are these woodcarver's tools.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
that we
you found them in the
from
brewery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Tali feels bad. She has to give him something.
Mhm.
Chan's gonna look at the grandmother's be like, now there's a lady who knows what she likes.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
And I think on that note,
Yes, a lady.
that's
who
where it's gonna
likes-
fade to
yes.
black, and there'll be a little like if it was just show, it would be like end of chapter 1.
Yay!
Except for the
A couple
fact
of
there's
things
not
that's gonna happen at this
chapters.
point is, first of all, you'll level up. You're level 3 now.
Wow!
I mean,
don't
do we
have any
get
graphic for that.
do we get like health reset on level up? Or is that not a
Well,
thing?
what I'm also going to say, which is part of that, is that what's going to happen now is going to be 3 days are going to pass between now and when we next pick up. Word of your deeds will spread a little bit. Laren and Miss Gibson especially will talk about you, and in 3 days' time there will be a few more jobs on your board from you to choose from. But what we'll do between sessions, and this is what I want to try if we get the time to record and use it as a pre-recorded video in our gap, is I want to have a call with each of you, maybe individually or maybe in small pairs, talking about what you do in those sort of 3 days in between. In particular for Chad and Brask, although Brian's not here, you guys get to pick your subclass at level 3. So I'd like you to try and tie your downtime a little bit into the subclass you go into. But the rest of you, just think character moments, anything you want to do, and we'll talk about that.
I want to go get go to that meeting.
You can spend 3 days trying to work out what that's about, or that's fine. We can talk about that. Yeah, and then also we'll talk about what your level up options are, and we'll work it out together. But yeah, well done, guys. End of chapter 1. You've leveled up. Kind of shame Ryan couldn't be
And we
here for it.
didn't die.
Didn't die,
We didn't die!
but at least Brass still got to have a incredible moment.
Yeah.
Jumping through the window with a natural 20. I think hopefully Ryan will be proud of how I played Brass for him.
Yay! I'm proud.
But yes.
I think Adam. I think you should play Brask all the time now. Actually,
Oh, I was
he's
just gonna
clearly,
pick
he's
Ryan
clearly
out.
more effective as you. It's-
Don't tell Ryan.
that was wonderful. That was wonderful, though.
Yeah, I was a kid. I'm excited. I get second level spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the spellcasters do, apart from Brass technically doesn't, because he is a half caster. But anyway, yes. So you've got level options, and I'll talk to you all individually about what you're going to do, what it means, and what your downtime is. But I hope you enjoyed the first chapter, guys.
Yes.
Establish
We
yourself
succeeded.
as small and mighty, local heroes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Only last thing to do today before we finish is the inspiration token. So obviously you had it this time, Verity. Who would you like to give it to next time?
Yes. So for their ferocity and spontaneity and fighting today the token is going to Pebble/Unite/Boulder/Big Boy.
I like Boulder. Boulder's a good version.
Boulder, boulder,
We see
boulder.
Boulder more often.
Thank you.
Pebble's secret wrestling identity.
Ah,
Yes, so you have that. So obviously when we're next back in on the 4th of July, you'll be able to use that for something.
cool. Thank you very much.
That's all right.
I liked turning into a big boy.
Yes. It was fun.
Yeah.
Now, there'll be more wild magic where that came from. Because also by leveling up, the challenge for the roll now comes to 3 or lower.
Oh, yep. Yes.
Anyway, but
Cool.
we're going to bring this to an end because we've run a lot longer than normal.
Mhm.
But I wanted to get to the end of the chapter, so
Yes.
hopefully people have stuck with us. But yes, so thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our game today. If you did, you can normally you can catch us here in 2 weeks, just not this time round at this same time. Again, hopefully we might try and put up some sort of pre-recorded thing on Twitch or maybe just YouTube. But if you follow us here, you can get notifications so you know when we are back. If you want to rewatch our last session, you can find it on YouTube, and this episode will be on YouTube next week as well. You can also follow us on Twitter if you want to hear us talk about things, tweet out random clips. Probably a good place to find out, make sure we are coming back, or find out if we do actually upload anything in our break, / shout us if we don't. Yes, we have been Small and Mighty. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.